The following is a special presentation of Riverfront Broadcasting Sports. It's time for Pierre Governor Basketball on KCCR and on YouTube at KCCR Sports. Pierre Governor Basketball is brought to you in part by Rising Hope Counseling, Bank West, Fisher Rounds, Billion Auto, AGE, Capital City Ford, Lincoln, and Toyota, and Envirotech.
Back out for Barry. How about another one for Barry? You betcha! You betcha! 3 threes in the corner for Ryan Barry. She's got 23 tonight.
And by American Family Insurance, Brittany Scheffelbein Agency, River Bottom Sanitation, CHS River Plains, Wheelhouse Auto Body, Edward Jones Financial, and Allied Plumbing and Heating.
And that pass is stolen away. Here is Keatles wide open. Windmill slam for Lincoln Keatles. And a timeout taken by Coach Wilhelm.
Here Governor Basketball is also brought to you by Ferding Electric, Gales Gas, First Dakota National Bank, Faith Lutheran, Lamb Motors, James Pharmacy, and B&B Equipment.
Tipped out. Terwilliger gets the rebound. They will foul her one more time. With 9.2 to go.
And just listen to them.
And what an atmosphere it was tonight here at Rick Science.
And by Oahe Federal Credit Union, Anderson Rumsa Dental, Todd's Electric, Graham Tire, Avera, and the South Dakota Office of the Attorney General Division of Consumer Protection. And now with the call, KCCR award-winning sports director, John Winkler.
And a good evening as we welcome you here to Watertown as the Watertown Arrows hosting the Pierre Governors in a girls and boys doubleheader, a rare doubleheader for this Pierre Governor basketball squad as we have not had one for a couple of years. And the Govs are on the road here this afternoon for a chance to take on both this Watertown Arrow team and the girls and boys and pick up 2 wins as both teams are looking to go to 4-1 of the season. Both the Governor boys and girls are on 3-game winning streaks after dropping the first game to Rapid City Stevens and then beating Central on that Saturday, then sweeping the weekend of Sturgis and Spearfish. The Governor girls, who will play first, will have the Governor boys following, but the Governor girls picked up a 51-13 win over Sturgis last Friday and then had a 49-46 win on Saturday over Spearfish as they were down 46-45 before Reese Twilliger got the bucket to give them the lead with about 11 seconds remaining, and Ryan Berry iced the game with 2 made free throws and a steal of the inbound pass with 1 second remaining in the game to help get the win 49-46. Governors will be without Grace Richter today, who injured her head on Saturday and just dealing with a headache, and probably it's good to keep her out for a game, but she feels like she'll be ready to go against Bismarck, which will be coming up next week Saturday on the 30th, right before New Year's Eve. And that's good news that she'll miss minimal time game-wise, but good that being cautious, overly cautious, well, I wouldn't say overly cautious, just being cautious to make sure that she is okay and will be playing later on here in the 2023-24 season. Governors and the Watertown Arrows for Watertown. They are sitting at 1-1 so far. They beat Brookings. Both the boys and the girls teams beat Brookings and lost to Mitchell. The girls beat Brookings 58-48. The girls lost then 56-33 to Mitchell this past Tuesday, with the Colonels now at 4-0 and now taking on the 3-1 Governors. And this is a big first ESD game. Watertown right now at 1-1, but the Governors have not played an ESD foe, and they're looking forward to trying to pick up a win against the Watertown Arrows here on this Tuesday evening. We're a little bit, obviously a little bit earlier because it's a doubleheader, but we're hoping that maybe we can stay minimally behind schedule, which keeps us around the 5 o'clock, which will be probably closer to 5:15 now before we get the tip-off of the girls' game. Let's stay closer to 6:45, 7 o'clock for the boys' game and keep it all on schedule for the most part here this afternoon and into the evening. Glad you're with us here on KCCR and on YouTube at KCCR Sports. And a reminder, too, coming up after we get done tonight, we've got bowl season, more bowl games for you. Marshall and University of Texas San Antonio will be the matchup. They're kicking off at 8 o'clock. We'll join that in progress, whether it be after kickoff or right at the beginning of that game or of the broadcast. We'll join it whenever we are done here with Pierre Governor basketball here tonight. Coach Bebout, we usually talk to the coaches beforehand, and with the doubleheader, it's a little bit harder to get that interview played between the two games. And Coach Bebout for the Governor girls, he's dealing with a little bit of sickness, and the voice is not quite there. So to keep everybody healthy, he decided to travel away from the team and still be here, though, for the game, and has rightfully so declined a pregame interview to keep his voice for the basketball game. So we will talk with Ryan Berry, one of the seniors for the Pierre Governor basketball team. We'll talk with her coming up here in just a little bit. It is the Governor pregame show here on KCCR and on YouTube at KCCR Sports. We'll come back in 3 minutes and talk with Ryan Berry of the Pierre Governors. You're listening to Pierre Governor basketball on KCCR, watching it on YouTube at KCCR Sports.
We all want to be happy, but sometimes that doesn't feel possible. But if you have hope, you have everything. Rising Hope Counseling provides high-quality mental health services with locations across South Dakota. Additionally, by providing telehealth, we ensure South Dakota's rural residents have access to high-quality mental health services. Our team lives and works in your communities, and we understand the unique challenges we face. Schedule an appointment by phone or online today. Rising Hope Counseling, offering hope, healing, and change.
We might not be the largest repair shop in town, but we take pride in what we do. We want to make the experience as painless as possible for you, so we will work with your insurance company on your claim from beginning to the end. Locally owned with 50 years combined in the shop, Wheelhouse Auto Body will take the stress off of you. Wheelhouse Auto Body at 720 North Garfield, or contact them at 605-494-0436, 605-494-0436, or wheelhouseautobody@gmail.com.
This winter, sip on a delicious hot cocoa and lose yourself in the grace of a fresh falling snow before you smash that hot mug on the driveway and join First Dakota to bank some noise for winter sports. Stomp for block shots, holler for match ceiling takedowns, and go berserk for a perfect dismount. Let's give the home team all we've got. Bank some noise with us at First Dakota National Bank. Open a new account online today at firstdakota.com, member FDIC.
River Bottom Sanitation, your locally owned waste management company serving the Pierre and Fort Pierre communities. Contact River Bottom Sanitation for your residential and commercial pickups. Now River Bottom Sanitation is your source for all your roll-off needs. River Bottom Sanitation in Pierre and Fort Pierre. Give them a call for pricing at 605-222-1120. River Bottom Sanitation. That's 605-222-1120.
With any dream, the wind won't always be at your back. The sun won't always be shining, and some rain is going to fall. American Family Insurance is like a good, solid roof that you can trust to protect your biggest dreams. With plans that could save you up to 23% when you bundle your home and auto. Also, you can continue to dream fearlessly, no matter what comes your way. American Family Insurance.
Visit mfam.com to learn how discounts may apply to you. American Family Mutual Insurance Company assigned its operating company, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
Contact the Brittany Shufflebind Agency, LLC, 224-6627.
Looking for your next new or used car, truck, or SUV? Then go no further than the comfort of your own home. Shop online at lambmotor.com. On lambmotor.com, you'll find the vehicles Lambs has in stock. You can schedule a test drive or your vehicle's next tune-up, all online. New or used, shop for it all online, anywhere you are. Lamb Motor has the right vehicle for you. Lamb Motor in Oneida and online, lambmotor.com.
No one likes to have electrical problems, but when they happen, call Todd's Electric at 223-2518. With over 28 years of experience, Todd's Electric can handle any type of electrical problem, whether it's residential, commercial, or agricultural. Their knowledgeable staff knows and understands the importance of your home, business, or ag facility and are prepared to help. Call Todd's Electric at 223-2518. That's 223-2518. Todd's Electric, serving the Pierre and Fort Pierre areas. The line to power.
Financial investments are very important, but so are the investments of time, patience, and encouragement our young athletes receive from their coaches, teachers, and mentors. Your Pierre area Edward Jones Financial Advisors understand this. That's why Edward Jones is a proud sponsor of Governor Athletics on KCCR. Go Govs! For all your investment needs, call or stop by one of our offices to visit with your Pierre area Edward Jones Financial Advisor. Edward Jones, member SIPC. As we welcome you back to the pregame show here on KCCR and on YouTube at KCCR Sports, joining me is Ryan Berry as the Govs take on the Watertown Arrows here. Doubleheader. Girls game is first, and Ryan, coming into this game tonight, you guys are 3-1. I didn't prep you for this question, but what have you liked about this team so far in the 4 games that you guys have played?
Well, it's definitely, our team has definitely made progress since the first game, and I think like our defense has especially been progressing, so I'm really excited to see like how much better we can get on defense every game.
What can that lead into Watertown? What do you guys expect from Watertown coming in this game?
They're going to push the ball a lot in transition, and they also have a few good shooters and a couple of good post players, so we just kind of have to be on our toes in every spot. We also have to be ready to push the ball in transition and just bring our best defensive game.
So for you, what do you expect? What does Coach Bebout want from you here in this game?
Just to keep our offense under control and to be energetic on defense.
Who is your task to guard tonight?
I have 3. I don't remember her number, but I know her because we've played against Watertown growing up since like middle school, so a few familiar faces.
Well, it's still early in the year, and you guys obviously 3-1. You played Watertown at the beginning of the season last year. They were a state tournament team as well. But, do you expect this to be a good ESD matchup?
Yeah, definitely. It's our first ESD matchup, too, so that's really exciting. And I think we do match up well with this team, so it'll be exciting to see who brings it tonight.
Last game before Christmas, how important is it for you guys, for you and for this team to get a win, to feel good going into Christmas break?
It's very important, especially because we have North Dakota up next. I mean, 1 game at a time, but it would definitely be good to get another win under our belt and then be able to feel a little more comfortable going into Christmas break.
It's a doubleheader, so you guys are playing earlier varsity-wise than normal, about 2 hours ahead of time. Does it feel different? Did it feel kind of weird coming here today? I mean, is there anything that kind of throws you off a little bit, or once you walk to the gym, does it kind of feel like a normal day?
Well, it's kind of been the whole day has kind of been a little weird just because like with semester tests and our schedule, like the basketball player schedule had to be altered for semester tests, so it's all just kind of been skewed, and I feel like that's okay because we kind of expected it.
Did you ace your semester test today?
Yes, for sure.
What semester test did you have?
I had forensic science and English.
All right, well, I'll check with your teacher to see if you actually aced or not. But here, real quick, last thing, what's the biggest key here for the Governors to get a win tonight?
Definitely bringing it on defense and letting our defense translate into offense.
I appreciate the time. Good luck, Ryan.
Thank you.
That is Ryan Pierre, the Pierre Governors, back with more of the pregame show next here on KCCR and on YouTube at KCCR Sports.
Hey you. Are you at a job that is fulfilling, has good benefits to support you or a family today, and retirement goes down the road? If you just said no, listen up. CHS River Plains is hiring operations personnel, drivers, and custom applicators at several locations. These come with a knockout affordable benefit package for you and the whole family. Apply to a job with CHS River Plains and up your benefits straight up. To apply, visit us online at chsriverplains.com or stop in at one of our locations. CHS is an equal opportunity employer.
As community bankers, BankWest employees are deeply committed to supporting local causes, growing the local economy, and creating local opportunities. At a time when you can bank anywhere, we hope you choose BankWest. We'll be your financial partner for the long haul, helping you and your community achieve financial success. BankWest. Convenient, connected, committed. Member FDIC.
Look, it's no secret that owning a vehicle can cause a lot of stress, and they get a lot of wear and tear on them through the extreme seasons we've grown to love. Graham Tire wants you to know that you can trust them with any problem that you have with your vehicle. Their ASE certified mechanics can make your AC cool again, or even just change your oil. They can look into and fix those noises that seem to come from nowhere and have you stressed out. Bring your car to Graham Tire so they can put your mind at ease. Graham Tire, your tire store next door.
We can look back at the game and see how we came to our position. This is Pastor Sam from Faith Lutheran Church. We can also look back at our lives and see how we got to where we are today. If you're in a tough spot or if things are going great, I encourage you to try this approach. Call a timeout. Get some advice from the best possible coach, from your loving God. Join us at Faith Lutheran Church for worship, where you'll hear God's plan for the game.
We're Faith Lutheran and we are glad you're here.
Wondering what to do with the pitted and rutted drive? B&B Equipment will get you covered. Wanting to put something down the ground? B&B Equipment will put a hole in your project. Need to even up that property? B&B Equipment can fill that need. B&B Equipment can deliver all your gravel and material needs. B&B Equipment is here for all your excavation needs. Contact B&B Equipment, 224-6727. A contractor here for you. That's B&B Equipment, 224-6727.
Why am I so sore? There are everyday moments.
What? Hey, hold the ladder! Hold the ladder!
Yeah, that hurt. And there are epic moments.
Slide! College! Class of 1995!
When a moment creates a health need, visit the experts at Avera Orthopedics. We're moving health forward so you can tell the story. Learn more at avera.org/orthopedics.
Capital City Ford Lincoln Toyota is serving the central South Dakota community and beyond with a great selection of used vehicles. Local trades and program vehicles are available. New Toyotas and new Fords are arriving and selling before they even hit the lot. So don't wait. Stop in and find out what's coming. If you've been thinking about ordering a new Ford, stop in and sit down with one of our sales specialists today. Capital City Ford Lincoln Toyota at 518 East Sioux Avenue in Pierre. Call 605-224-7378 and visit CapitalCityFordToyota.com.
At Shane's Pharmacy, your health care is important, and Shane wants to be the pharmacist to take care of you. Shane's Pharmacy will make sure your prescriptions are filled in a timely manner, they will answer your questions, and they will even deliver to your home or office. Call 223-9200. Shane's Pharmacy, the pharmacy you know and trust. The number again is 223-9200. Shane's Pharmacy in Fort Pierre, proud to support high school athletics.
As we welcome you back here, we are getting set for tip-off between the Pierre Governors and the Watertown Arrows. As you're listening to KCCR Pierre, a Riverfront broadcasting station, we're still about 15 minutes away from tip-off. As they're waiting for the JV game to finish up on the other court to get the rest of the girls here for both Watertown and Pierre to get them up and rolling with the warm-up. So we are a little bit behind schedule, and it will be about 15-20 minutes behind schedule to get this first game underway. But we look at the standings in AA right now, and the Pierre Governors, they are sitting in 9th place at 3-1, and of course it is very early on the season, and outside of 3 undefeated teams in Mitchell, Gorman, and Aberdeen Central, regardless of where you're sitting at, there's a lot not to be concerned with where you're sitting at in the standings. Rapid City Stevens, who beat the Pierre Governors, they're sitting at 2-3, but are at number 7 in the standings, and the Governors at number 9 right now. So there is a lot of season left to go. We're only on game number 5 of 20 for the Governors, but that is also the quarter point of the season, and the Governors want to continue to add up the wins to make sure they get the best possible seed going into the Sodak 16 at the end of the year, and looking to get back to the state tournament for the second straight year. A team that went to the championship last year, and the Watertown Arrows on the other side, they also went to the state tournament. However, they got 8th place, going 0-3 in the AA state tournament. They were the 8th seed going in, and but they are a team that returns quite a bit and have some very good talents on this Watertown Arrow team. Addie Johnson, a 5'6" senior, Emery Thury, a 5'10" junior, along with Miranda Falconer, the 5'7" senior, Jade Lund, the 5'8" senior, and Avery Munger, the 5'10" senior. They've got some size, and they've got a lot of experience. A lot of those names were similar to what you heard from volleyball this past fall. That Watertown Arrow team that shows, and they went to the state tournament for the volleyball as well. It just kind of shows you how this team is one. It's like Pierre. You get the athletes that play both volleyball and basketball. You look at Reese Wilger, volleyball athlete, Brianna Sargent and Ryan Berry both played on the and Grace Taylor playing on the soccer teams. So this is not and Elise Christopherson also playing volleyball as well. So you look at this team and you look at these teams, they're very similar. And Ryan Berry even talked about it too. She said how similar they are. You kind of see where these teams are. If one season is good, the other season usually tends to be pretty good. And that volleyball team that missed it by a set to make the state tournament, a soccer team that went to the quarterfinals, here they turn around in the basketball season. Both these teams are looking to get back to the state tournaments coming up in March, which will be at the Pentagon once again. They were held in the Pentagon last year, going to be held in the Pentagon again this year. And the Governors and Arrows both have aspirations to get to that point. And a big win for Watertown to stay above 500, but for the Governors, want to go to 4-1. I mean, they're the 2 seed last year. Yes, they graduated a couple of players and graduated a lot of depth, but there was a lot returning, including those 3 starters of Reese Twilliger, Lennox Dupree, and Ryan Berry. So it is the Pierre Governors and the Watertown Arrows coming up from the Watertown Civic Arena. We'll step aside for another 3 minutes, come back with more of the pregame show after this. You're listening to Pierre Governor Basketball on KCCR, watching it on YouTube at KCCR Sports.
Most of us already know that Gales Gas of Pierre is the place to call for propane. They offer an automatic fill plan so you never have to worry about running out of propane. They accept debit and credit payments or a budget payment plan to spread out the cost throughout the year so you never have surprises when you get your bill. For delivery, convenience, and great customer service, call Gales Gas at 224-5518. That's Gales Gas at 224-5518.
People helping people. Have you ever wondered what the benefits are of becoming a Wahi Federal Credit Union member? At a Wahi Federal Credit Union, we reinvest profit in you. We do this in the form of lower interest rates, higher dividends, and low to no fees. So come check us out or come in at 221 East Pleasant Drive in Pierre, because at a Wahi Federal Credit Union, we treat our members like they own the place because, well, they do. Wahi Federal Credit Union.
When you're looking for quality trash pickup services, look no further than Envirotech. 6 days a week, their trucks are on the road picking up trash, even holidays. They're also the place to contact for recycling services. Their friendly, professional staff is ready to assist with weekly pickups or even special pickups. Check out the website at envirotechwaste.com. Envirotech is locally operated. Call 224-4804. Envirotech Waste Services in Pierre, proud to support high school athletics.
Insurance. We all need it to protect our homes, health, businesses, and belongings. But having adequate coverage is just the beginning. You also need the support of professionals who stand by your side to protect what's important to you. Fisher Rounds & Associates combines the coverage you want with a commitment you need. Fisher Rounds & Associates. At your service, at your side. With offices in Pierre, Mitchell, Watertown, Sioux Falls, and Rapid City.
Ferding Electric has a long history of doing electrical work the right way. Economical service, professional work, and customer satisfaction is why they can say that. Ferding Electric can do residential, farm, and commercial projects. Doesn't matter if they are charged with new construction or a remodel project, they get it conducted. Contact the staff at Ferding Electric at 224-8684. They can light a spark into your next project. Ferding Electric, 224-8684.
At Anderson Rumsa Dental, we want to change the way your family views the dentist. Let us replace your dread of the chair with personal service in a friendly and inviting atmosphere. Using state-of-the-art technology, we offer porcelain crowns completed in 1 day, saving you time and money. Anderson Rumsa Dental, located at 1521 North Harrison Avenue in Pierre. Experience dental procedures performed while you're in a deeply relaxed state, often with no recollection of the time passed. Anderson Rumsa Dental. Call us today at 605-224-6111. That's 605-224-6111.
As we welcome you back here to Watertown Civic Arena, getting set for tip-off between the Pierre Governors and the Watertown Arrows. John Winkler here on this Tuesday afternoon with Jen Hanna back at the station. Glad you're with us here on KCCR and on YouTube at KCCR Sports. We will have the boys game after this one. If you're watching on YouTube, it's a rare case, but we will keep it. We'll have the one video for both games. A lot of times in doubleheaders, especially if you watch baseball, we take a break and end the video on YouTube and come back with the second game. But because there'll probably be about maybe 20 minutes from the end of the first game to the beginning of the next game, we'll just keep you right here on the same YouTube feed. So we will have both these games for you here on the same YouTube video on KCCR Sports. This is the final game before the winter moratorium and the Christmas break that's coming up. That starts on Saturday and runs through Tuesday of next week. There are no practices, no games, and then the Governors will play next week Saturday against Bismarck. The boys will be on the road and the girls will be at home, and that girls game will be able to be heard here on KCCR and also watch on YouTube at KCCR Sports, as the Governor girls will be away from home for nearly 20 days. It will be 21 days between home games for the Pierre Governors. The December 8th and 9th, they're at home and then had to be on the road until December 30th. They go right back on the road on January 2nd against Sioux Falls Lincoln before being at home on a Saturday against Sioux Falls Washington, then home that following Thursday against Lakota Tech, as that's the Class A team that they play each year. Have been doing that since 2020, I believe. That COVID year, they were able to the boys were playing winter. They had actually a doubleheader of winter, and then also end up splitting after that, playing Lakota Tech in winter. The boys playing winter, and the girls playing Lakota Tech throughout the years. But the Governor girls right now at 3-1. They rolled past Sturgis 51-13 last Friday, and they got the 49-46 win over Spearfish on Saturday, and that was not without a little bit of a scare from the Spearfish Spartans, who are at 1-2 right now. And Coach Bebout talked about it before the game that he thought Spearfish was a very talented team. It was not a Spearfish team in the past where it was easy wins, relatively easy wins, and Spearfish came out and played and had a chance to win that game at the end, and they had a lead before Reese Twilliger scored 11 seconds remaining, and then Ryan Berry got the 2 free throws with a second to go and then stole the inbound pass, and that was what the Governors, or how they were able to win 49-46 and pick up their 3rd win of the season, and now trying to add to it and pick up their 4th straight win after dropping a 63-35 decision Rapid C. Stevens in the first game of the season. They've won 3 straight and looking for an opportunity to pick up that win over the Pierre Governors, or make that Watertown Arrows here this evening. And again, Watertown at 1-1. They beat Brookings 58-48. They then lost to Mitchell 56-33. And we mentioned too, when we looked at the standings, Mitchell, O'Gorman, and Aberdeen Central, they're all 4-0. Harrisburg at number 4 at 3-2. And then you get a logjam of a couple teams with 1 loss. That is Washington and Jefferson at 5-6. And then Pierre and Watertown at 9-11. And it is Rapid C. Stevens at 2-3, Spearfish at 1-2, and Rapid C. Central at 1-3. That's at 6. That's at 7, 8, and 10 respectively. Governors will be seeing all the ESD teams. Sioux Falls Lincoln, who's 0-4. That's coming up here in a couple of weeks. And, of course, they're worried about Watertown today. They'll be worried about Bismarck coming up next Saturday and then taking on Sioux Falls Lincoln on the road on January 2nd, that Tuesday, that immediately after New Year's Day. Governors, they're going to be without Grace Richter here this evening. She had hit her head on Saturday, had to leave the game, and out of caution, making sure that she is okay. She's not playing today. She dealing with a little bit of headache. We talked to her just a little bit during the boys JV game here in the main gym, and she said she was dealing with a headache, but felt like she could probably go. But again, in a head injury, you're not trying to press that in. If it's a leg injury, if it's an arm injury, it's a little bit easier to say, yep, I'm going to give it a go. But a head injury, you want to make sure that everything's okay before you get back out and participating, whether it be practice or in a game. So she'll sit out today, but she fully expects to be available and ready to play on a Saturday against the Bismarck Demons. That will be next week. Graceland Taylor will get the starts for the Pierre Governors, as they'll have Elise Christofferson, Lennox Dupree, Ryan Berry, Reese Twilliger, and Graceland Taylor, the 5 starters for the Pierre Governors. We'll go through their heights and classes here in just a little bit. But for the Watertown Arrows, that is Addie Johnson, Emery Thury, Miranda Falconer, as well as also Jade Lund and Avery Munger, those 5 starters for the Watertown Arrows. We will step aside. We'll come back here in 3 minutes with the starting lineups and opening tip-off of the Pierre Governors and the Watertown Arrows. You're listening to Pierre Governor Basketball on KCCR, watching it on YouTube at KCCR Sports.
We all have had to fix little things. Loose screw? Get a screwdriver. Nail coming up? Find a hammer. Bolt coming loose? Get some wrenches. Sometimes these little things tend to make us think we can fix big things. Plug drain? Call Allied Plumbing. Water heater leaking? Call Allied Plumbing. Sewer backed up? Trust me, leave it to the professionals and rely on your ally. Call Allied Plumbing. With 75 years of combined experience, it speaks for itself. Allied Plumbing, 494-2001.
Every day, you share personal information about yourself with others. You may write a check, charge fuel, rent a car, mail your tax returns, schedule a doctor's appointment, or post something on social media. Each transaction may share some sort of personal information, such as bank and credit card account numbers, social security number, name, address, or phone number. There are unscrupulous individuals, identity thieves, targeting these routine transactions, trying to gain your information to commit fraud. If you think somebody has stolen your identity, contact Consumer Protection at 1-800-300-1986.
Building a home. It's the biggest investment most of us make in a lifetime. Not to mention, it's a decision that, well, you pretty much live with day and night. The quality of the workmanship stares back at you like a reflection. It also affects the value of your investment. Choosing the right contractor is critical. Kruger Contracting is that contractor. Call 222-2523. Quality workmanship and materials completed on time. Kruger Contracting. In a word, quality. Call 222-2523.
AGE Corporation's Contractors and Crane Service is a proud supporter of Pierre Governor Athletics. For almost 60 years, AGE has been building South Dakota. For all your site work construction and crane work needs this season, AGE is here to help. Give them a call. AGE Corporation and Crane Service, 223-2732. That's 223-2732. AGE, proud supporters of local sports.
At AgTegra, we're leveraging the power of the cooperative to benefit our farmers and ranchers, their families, and local communities. We're creating jobs for your neighbors and putting money back into our communities. We're lending a hand in our rural fire departments, food banks, and 4-H and FFA programs. That's what local is all about. When you do business at AgTegra, you help us make a difference in your community. AgTegra, strong, stable, dependable, and local.
When you're in the need for high-quality replacement auto parts, look no further than Zander Auto Parts and Machine Shop in Pierre. Zander's has been servicing the capital city area for over 40 years. Their professional parts techs can get you the part you need and get you back on the road. Stop by Zander Auto Parts and Machine Shop at 500 West Sioux Avenue in Pierre or call 224-9221. Zander's, your locally owned independent auto parts store, 500 West Sioux in Pierre. Go Cubs!
Dr. Nick and Chelsea Redeman at Floss Dentistry in Pierre is family owned and operated. They have modern practice with skill and caring staff. They have same-day availability. Floss Dentistry is located at 603 East Sioux Avenue in Pierre with hours Monday through Thursday from 8 to 5. Give them a call at 605-224-2161 and don't put off that scheduled cleaning any longer. Floss Dentistry, 603 East Sioux Avenue in Pierre, or give Dr. Nick and Chelsea Redeman a call at 605-224-2161.
We all want to be happy, but sometimes that doesn't feel possible. But if you have hope, you have everything. Rising Hope Counseling provides high-quality mental health services with locations across South Dakota. Additionally, by providing telehealth, we ensure South Dakota's rural residents have access to high-quality mental health services. Our team lives and works in your communities, and we understand the unique challenges we face. Schedule an appointment by phone or online today. Rising Hope Counseling, offering hope, healing, and change.
We might not be the largest repair shop in town, but we take pride in what we do. We want to make the experience as painless as possible for you, so we will work with your insurance company on your claim from beginning to the end. Locally owned with 50 years combined in the shop, Wheelhouse Auto Body will take the stress off of you. Wheelhouse Auto Body at 720 North Garfield, or contact them at 605-494-0436, 605-494-0436, or wheelhouseautobody@gmail.com. And we welcome you back here inside the Watertown Civic Arena as we are set and ready to roll for game one of our doubleheader as the Pierre Governors and the Watertown Arrows are getting set for the opening game of this doubleheader. I'm sure we get you the full video and get you everything we need to bring you this game, as we will not have the clock up there like we normally do with for our broadcast, just because there is a clock, it's a small clock away, but keep from being, it'll drive me nuts if I'm a little bit off by a second or two. So we'll tell you the time pretty quickly. As we go through the starting lineups, first it is going to be Lisa Christopherson for the Pierre Governors. She wears number 3, the 5'8" senior guard. Number 10, Lennox Dupree, the 5'6" junior guard. Number 13, Ryan Berry, the 5'8" senior guard. Number 15, Reese Twilliger, the 5'11" senior forward. And Graceland Taylor, the 5'5" junior guard, will get the starts for the Pierre Governors. And for the Watertown Arrows is number 4, Addie Johnson, the 5'6" senior guard. Emery Thury, the 5'10" junior forward. Number 14, Miranda Falconer, the 5'7" senior guard. Number 24, Jade Lund, the 5'8" senior guard. And number 24, make that number 34, Avery Munger, the 5'10" senior forward. As they have dimmed the lights here at the Watertown Civic Arena for the introduction of their starting lineups, as the Govs and Arrows are set to go from the Civic Arena here in just a moment. But it is the Arrows that will be introduced. And again, the Governor boys here taking on the Watertown Arrows coming up after this game. The Governor girls getting set for tip-off, as we'll see if the little slow to get things rolling for the introduction of the Watertown Arrows. But again, for the Governors, it is Christopherson, Dupree, Berry, Terwilliger, and Taylor. And for the Watertown Arrows, it is Johnston, Thury, Falconer, Lund, and Munger. I want to thank our sponsors: Rising Hope Counseling, Wheelhouse Auto Buddy, First Dakota National Bank, River Bottom Sanitation, American Family Insurance, Lamb Motors, Taz Electric, Edward Jones, CHS River Plains, Bank West, Graham Tire, Faith Lutheran Church, B&B Equipment, Avera Orthopedics, Capital City Ford, Lincoln, and Toyota, Shane's Pharmacy, Gales Gas, Oahe Federal Credit Union, Envirotech, Fisher Rounds, Ferding Electric, Anderson Rumsa Dental, Allied Plumbing, South Dakota Office of Attorney General, Division of Consumer Protection, Career Contracting, AGE, Actegra, Xander, and Floss Dentistry. We'll appreciate all those that are sponsoring Pierre Governor Basketball here on KCCR and on YouTube at KCCR Sports. So we are set and ready to roll from the Watertown Civic Arena as both teams are on the court. Governors are going to go from the bottom to the top of your radio dial, along with the Governors going from the top to the bottom of your radio dial. Ryan Berry will take the opening tip, but it is won by the Watertown Arrows, and we're underway here this evening from the Civic Arena. It is Addie Johnson here for the Arrows, throws it right side and kicks it to the left wing now for Munger. Back for Johnson, cross court pass is going to be intercepted. Graceland Taylor was able to pick it off, and the Governors will have it. Lennox Dupree on the right wing. Kicks it out top for Elise Christopherson. Will work it into the corner for Berry here on the left side, near side of your radio dial, the bottom of your radio dial. As it is Berry back at the top with 17 to go on the shot clock. That pass is going to be nearly taken away. A couple players will tumble for it, and it'll eventually be picked up by Emery Thury. Thury back out top of the key. Johnston for 3. That one is missed, and the rebound will come back out to Thury. Make that to Johnston, who gave it to Thury. And now driving in, back out left side as the Arrows will work it around the perimeter. Driving in is Falconer. She'll kick it out for a corner 3. That's knocked down. And a big 3 for Avery Munger. Make that Jade Lund. And then the Watertown Arrows get the first points of tonight's game. Dupree in the corner. She'll try and answer. That one is buried by Lennox Dupree, and we're tied right back up at 3. As Lennox Dupree has got the Governors on the board. 3-3 on the American Family Insurance Brittany Schuffelbein scoreboard. That ball is tipped around. It's going to be eventually grabbed by Berry. And as Berry will work her way to the right side, Dupree in the corner in the wing. Goes underneath for Terwilliger. One hard dribble, and Terwilliger will kiss it off the glass, and it's a 5-3 advantage here for the Governors with 6:15 to go in the first quarter. Johnson across midcourt with Lennox Dupree defending her. Now on the left wing, and it's going to be thrown underneath for Thury, and Thury will bounce one dribble to her right, and off the glass in for Emery Thury. And it is a 5-5 score here in this first quarter. This ball is tipped, another turnover by the Governors. With the left-handed layup as Miranda Falconer will make it 7-5. And Falconer's got her first bucket. Governors with their second turnover here in the first quarter. 5:40 remaining here in the first quarter. 7-5 lead for Watertown. And Dupree will kick it over. That pass is going to be intercepted. Third turnover now in the quarter here by the Governors. Now on the right side, driving is Thury. She is fouled, and we get our first whistle of the ball game, and it'll be committed by Ryan Berry. And Emery Thury will step to the free throw line. So Berry will pick up the first foul of the ball game. Thury to the free throw line for the first time tonight. And the first one will be knocked through. An 8-5 lead here for Watertown. The 5'10 junior is able to get now her third point. Here's the second free throw from Thury. Then we'll have a lane violation against Reese Terwilliger, which will give Thury another free throw. So Terwilliger usually is the one that get everybody to bite and go in for a lane violation, but she's the one that steps through early this time. Then we'll get a lane violation against Watertown. So there is the free throw wouldn't have counted anyway. So an 8-5 lead here for Watertown with 5:20 to go here in the first quarter. That pass to the top of the key for Elise Christofferson. Berry steps into a three. That one's short, and the rebound's going to be grabbed by Thury. He goes up ahead for Falconer, who's got a wide open lane, and she will knock in the layup. Almost rolled its way off, but a 10-5 advantage now here for Watertown on the American Family Insurance Brittany Shufflebine scoreboard. It is on the left side for Dupree, right to the right side for Dupree. Lob back for Christofferson. Terwilliger will spin inside the lane. She is fouled, bumped by Munger, who will pick up her first foul. And Terwilliger goes to the free throw line for the Governors. They're down, being doubled up right now, 10-5, with 4:51 to go here in quarter number one. First free throw for Terwilliger. That one falls straight through. Couple of subs here for the Watertown Arrows. Kinsey Russell will be one of those two to check in for the Arrows. Johnston and Munger both will take a seat. Second free throw for Terwilliger. That one misses, and the rebound's grabbed by Thury. But although it is stolen back away by Berry, and then a foul committed by Thury will put Berry to the free throw line to try and get her first points of the evening. 4:45 to go here in quarter number one. So Berry to the free throw line. She and Terwilliger both scored 15 on Saturday in the 49-46 win, as Berry will miss the first free throw. .445 remaining here in quarter number one. 10-6. Governors are down by 4. Second free throw. That one rattles home for Berry to make it 10-7, as the Governors are 2 for 4 from the free throw line, picking up a full-court press after the made free throw. That pass is tipped. It'll eventually be grabbed by Neely Johnson, who is then fouled by Graceland Taylor, who that ball was tipped and nearly went out of bounds, but Taylor will end up committing the foul, her first, and the team's second here in the first quarter. On the inbound pass, it'll be taken here on the right side. That pass trying to go back here for Falconer. And Falconer to the top of the key. That's intercepted by Ryan Berry. Another steal, her second. Berry will lay it in. She's now got 3, and the Governors are within 1. Back-to-back turnovers in their last 2 possessions, given both to Ryan Berry. 4:15 remaining here in the first quarter. Driving in, a tough shot by Johnson. That's missed, and the rebound will be a foul committed by the Watertown Arrows. And it is going to be a foul committed, I believe, by Neely Johnson. So Johnson will pick up her first and the team's second. Governors without a sub yet so far. Watertown's gone to their bench and have had 3 different times of subs. You have Kinsey Russell still in there. Jade Lunn. It is Falconer, Thury, as Berry will drive on Thury, lays it off the glass, we missed the shot. Madison Grimsrud was the one to disrupt that one. Now nearly a turnover and a carry on a ball from Falconer. She let the ball go and was able to pick it back up. Now driving in, Thury with a wild shot. That's missed, and the rebound's grabbed by Christofferson off the air ball. Dupree racing between two defenders, and a nice pass to Reese Terwilliger, but she's fouled as the pass was being made. And the foul will be committed by Miranda Falconer, the 4th team foul now here for the Watertown Arrows. I believe that's the 4th team foul. Should be the 4th team foul. As Terwilliger will hand it off. That is, they just now change it. Now we get a tie up, and we'll get a jump ball with 3:38 to go, and it's going to stay with the Pierre Governors, who lost the opening tip. Pierre's trying to retake the lead, which actually would be their first lead of the ball game. Excuse me, second lead of the ball game. They led 5-3. There's a lob pass for Reese Terwilliger. Takes one dribble in and almost left it short. Hit the front of the rim and rolled through. And Terwilliger now got 5. The Governors are on top 11-10. 3:25 to go here in the first quarter. In the corner, that pass is deflected, and it's going to be stolen away. Another turnover by Watertown, their 4th here of the quarter. And it is Lennox Dupree that will slow things up for the Governor offense. Barry to the right side, make that left side for Terwilliger. Back out right wing for Terwilliger. Cutting the basket was Terwilliger, gets the shot to go in, is fouled, and a chance for a 3-point play. And the Governors have their largest lead here in the first quarter, up 13-10 on the American Family Insurance Brittany Schuffelbein scoreboard. And that is Grimsrud on the foul, so 5 team fouls now. Governors will be shooting the rest of this quarter with 3:09 to go. And the good news for Watertown is all 5 fouls have been committed by 5 different Arrow players. Terwilliger can't complete the 3-point play, and it is still a 13-10 game with 3 minutes to go here in the first quarter. She's got 7 of the 13 for the Governors, does Terwilliger. That pass to the free throw line. Thury will now shoot it over the left wing, and then a travel will be called against Jordan Remmers, as that's the 5th turnover now by the Watertown Arrows in this first quarter. It is Graceland Taylor for Ryan Berry. A bounce pass for Dupree. Now Terwilliger had a backdoor cutting Graceland Taylor, but never saw her. Now Terwilliger, the free throw line, back for Dupree. Gets a good pump fake, drives in, one dribble in the 3-point line, and missed the shot too strong for it. And the rebound's grabbed by Addie Johnston. Up ahead on the right side, that shot's too strong. Another air ball, and that's grabbed by Berry. Governors have yet to go to their bench. The good pass to Christofferson, who feeds it along to Terwilliger to get another bucket. She's now got 9 here in the first quarter, and a 15-10 lead for the Governors. Selfless play on the both offensive and defensive end for the Governors right now as the shot's blocked out of play. It'll stay with Watertown with 2:13 to go here in the first quarter, and a 15-10 lead for Pierre. It is Johnson to inbound for Thury on the right wing for the Arrows. With 20 to go on the shot clock, it is Lund. Step inside the 3-point line. We'll find it over, and we'll hand it off for Falconer. And Falconer will, that's a jump ball that will be called. It will stay with the Watertown Arrows. And it's still 15 on the shot clock and 2 minutes exactly to go here in the first quarter. Here on the inbound pass, works it around. Right wing 3 is buried by Miranda Falconer. And that's 7 points down the quarter for Falconer. It is 15-13. Governors down by, or up by 2 here with 1:40 to go. That pass from Dupree never got over to Terwilliger. It's intercepted by the Arrows. Now they can tie or take the lead on this trip. 1:35 to go in the first quarter. On the right side, it is Lund that will give way. Now for Johnson to the baseline and the corner. That pass tipped, works back out though. Thury was able to swing it over to Johnston. In the corner is Falconer. Steps through the double team, kicks it for Johnson for a 3 in the lead. It's buried by Addie Johnson, and Watertown's back up by 1. And Johnston's first bucket is a big 3 to make it 16-15 with 1:05 to go here in the first quarter. Here is Berry on the right wing. A zone here for Watertown. Graceland Taylor will drive to the elbow. That jumper is knocked down by Graceland Taylor to make it 17-16 with 54 seconds to go here in the first quarter. And Coach Kirk Bebout will take a timeout. It's a full timeout. so we'll take one with them. 17-16, Governors lead with 54 seconds to go in the first quarter. Back in 30 seconds here on KCCR. Watching it on YouTube at KCCR Sports.
This winter, sip on a delicious hot cocoa and lose yourself in the grace of a fresh falling snow before you smash that hot mug on the driveway and join First Dakota to bang some noise for winter sports. Stop for block shots, holler for match ceiling takedowns, and go berserk for a perfect dismount. Let's give the home team all we've got. Bang some noise with us at First Dakota National Bank. Open a new account online today at firstdakota.com. Member FDIC.
So with 54 seconds to go here in the first quarter, the Pierre Governors have a 17-16 lead on the American Family Insurance Brittany Schuffelbein scoreboard. With Jen Hanna back at the station, John Wickley here on this Tuesday evening, and we are just a little bit behind schedule. We were scheduled for a 5 o'clock start, ended up closer to 5:25. So we are slow to get going, but here closing in the end of the first quarter, we've had anything but a slow start for these two teams. 33 combined points and still 50 seconds remaining as Addie Johnson working in the front court here for the Watertown Arrows. Kirk Bebout took his first time out. After that made bucket by Reese Terwilliger. That pass, that's tipped around, that's going to be stolen away. 6 turnover the quarter by the Arrows, and there's 1 second between shot clock and game clock. As Barry will have it to the right side for Dupree in the corner in the right wing. Gets a screen from Terwilliger, rolls off a good pick and roll, but the shot's missed by Terwilliger, and the rebound is grabbed. That pass tipped, and then still grabbed, and then knocked away by Terwilliger on another pass. Barry nearly had that one going down the court in a breakaway, but Terwilliger both over there as well, and she batted it out of play, so the Governors will have to continue to defend with 17.2 to go here in the first quarter. Lob pass out top is caught by Munger with 13 to go in the quarter. Now over for Jade Lund. 10 seconds remaining. Now a pass that's going to be taken away. Another turnover. It's going to be Dupree with 3 seconds to go. With the right hand, lays it in for Lennox Dupree to end the first quarter with the Governors leading 19-16 on the American Family Insurance Brittany Schuffelbein scoreboard. Governors with their starters, 4 of their 5 starters all score, and Pierre has a 3-point lead at the end of 1. Back in a minute with the start of the second quarter. You're listening to Pierre Governor Basketball on KCCR. Watching it on YouTube at KCCR Sports. River Bottom Sanitation, your locally owned waste management company serving the Pierre and Fort Pierre communities. Contact River Bottom Sanitation for your residential and commercial pickups. Now River Bottom Sanitation is your source for all your roll-off needs. River Bottom Sanitation in Pierre and Fort Pierre. Give them a call for pricing at 605-222-1120. River Bottom Sanitation. That's 605-222-1120.
With any dream, the wind won't always be at your back. The sun won't always be shining, and some rain is going to fall. American Family Insurance is like a good, solid roof that you can trust to protect your biggest dreams. With plans that could save you up to 23% when you bundle your home and auto. Also, you can continue to dream fearlessly, no matter what comes your way. American Family Insurance.
Visit amfam.com to learn how discounts may apply to you. American Family Mutual Insurance Company, assigned operating company, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
Contact the Brittany Schuffelbein Agency, LLC, 224-6627. As we start the second quarter, the Pierre Governors are up 19-16 as Lennox Dupree will catch in the right corner for a 3, looking for her second. That is going to come up short, and the rebound is grabbed by Thury. Thury up to the right side for Johnson, who will backstep and kick it back out for Thury at the top of the key. Just underway here in the second quarter. Governors have that 3-point lead. Thury drives all the way to the paint, lays it up, missed the shot, and the rebound comes back out to Thury. And then a travel is going to be called as she passes it to Johnson. And then she travels. 7 turnovers in the first quarter for Watertown. So just 4 for the Governors, and now their 8th turnover overall here to start this second quarter. As Ryan Berry will catch the inbound pass. Watertown with a soft press. Grayson Taylor is able to easily step into the front court. Christofferson now for Barry, now Lennox Dupree. Here is Barry again. Governors have not had a sub yet in this game. Elise Christofferson now for Dupree. She'll step back, kick it underneath for Terwilliger. Gets double teamed, back out for Dupree. Now into the corner. Barry for 3 in front of the corner. That's missed, and the rebound's tipped and grabbed by the Watertown Arrows. Addie Johnston Races up the middle of the floor, and then Barry steps in front of a pass attempt and gets another steal. Barry, a bounce pass for Christofferson with the left hand, missed the shot, and the rebound's grabbed by Lund, who had Barry boxed down underneath. And a good look and a good pass from Barry, and Christofferson just a bit too strong with that layup. And Munger had Twilliger sealed off, but then lost the ball as she put it on the floor. Twilliger knocked the ball away. Dupree with the steal. There's another pass for Christofferson. That pass, or that shot, partially blocked. Barry for three, that's too strong. Christofferson looking for an offensive rebound, and instead it's going to go back the other way for the Watertown Arrows. Now it's top of the key for Thury for three. That's missed. Rebounds grabbed by Barry, and the Governors are wanting to slow things down here a little bit. Every one of these Governors have played now 10 minutes of complete game time as we hit the 6-minute mark of this second quarter. Christofferson to Williger. She'll spin, kicks it back over. Taylor pulls up for three. That's buried by Graceland Taylor. She's got the Governors up by 6. Taylor's got 5 points. 22-16 with 5:40 to go here in the second quarter. Addie Johnston here for the Arrows. That bounce pass is off the leg of Taylor, and it'll stay with Watertown, as we'll have Neely Johnson to check back in along with Kinsey Russell, as Lund and Johnston will take a seat. And Watertown has continued to substitute quite a bit here in this first half, where the Governors have yet to go to their bench. That pass is going to be tipped. It's grabbed here now by Thury. Back out top, and a pass that's over the top, and that's going to be another turnover by Watertown, and Chad Rohde really wanted to slam that basketball down in frustration on another turnover. They're now 11th turnover and 4th already here in this second quarter. 11th turnover of the game, 4th in the second quarter. And Coach Rohde still got all 5 of his timeouts. This is Dupree on the right side. Steps back, kicks it over to Williger. She's open for three. She'll take it. That one's too short. Rebound, though, is grabbed by Taylor. Looking underneath for Christofferson, who didn't handle the pass but tracked it down the corner. Now is Dupree. Barry worked to the corner for Christofferson. Gets a screen from Barry, and then works it right back out. Governors still have 20 seconds to go on the shot clock with 4:55 to go here in the second. Is Dupree, that will drive left hand, kicks it late wing three for Barry. That's missed, and the rebound's grabbed in front of the baskets and left up ahead from number 42 in Russell. There is a jumper from Miranda Falconer at the first points of the second quarter for Watertown to make it 22-18. As Falconer's up to 9 points so far, team high, and a tie for the game high with Reese Twilliger. Twilliger will pass it for Christofferson. One more pass for Graceland Taylor. The Governor's ball movement has had this zone defense moving all over the place, and Twilliger gets another easy bucket. She's up to 11, and Pierre's got a 24-18 lead. That pass is tipped, and nearly another steal for the Governors. There is a steal as Christofferson will pick up the steal. And a wide open right-handed layup is good for Elise Christofferson. Her first points of the evening, 26-18, and all starters have now scored. And the Governors have their largest lead at 8 with 3:45 to go in the first half. That pass, Russell, we're going to get a foul committed by Reese Twilliger, who caught the pass. Falconer had a hand on it, but it was caught by Twilliger, but she's the one that picks up the foul, which will be her first and the first foul of the second quarter by the Governors with 3:42 to go here in the half. And you got Neely Johnson as Emery Thury and Miranda Falconer all check out. As Addie Johnson will make that Miranda Falconer, who's still in the ball game. That shot's an air ball, and the rebound will be tipped out to Graceland Taylor. Up ahead for Lennox Dupree, goes behind her back with the left hand. She's fouled by Falconer, and we will get 2 free throws upcoming here for Lennox Dupree. Governors went 2 for 5 in that first quarter from the free throw line. Barry was 1 for 2. Twilliger was 1 for 3. That second foul by Miranda Falconer, and the first team foul of the quarter by the Arrows. Dupree's first free throw is too strong. Governors have an 8-point lead, 26-18, with 3:29 to go here in the second quarter. It'll be Andy Olson that will check in for Falconer. She is the only girl with 2 fouls across both these teams. The free throw from Dupree is good to make it 27-18, a 9-point advantage. The Governors have a full court press after the made free throw. Easily beaten. Now here's Olsen to the baseline, a jumper that is short, and then a weak side rebound by Elise Christofferson. Two-handed pass up ahead for Taylor, who will slow things up. Barry will catch on the left side, as Barry will look inside, but the Governors can slow things down here a little bit with 3 minutes to go here in the first half. Barry now on the right wing will catch. Pass goes back. Dupree's open for 3. She'll take it. That one rattles off, but a rebound grab for Christofferson. Governors can reset the offense as Terwilliger, I think that Barry was driving in. Now here is Dupree. Bounce pass for Terwilliger as she got to the baseline. And another easy bucket for Reese Terwilliger, who's now got 13. The Governors are up by 11, 29-18 with 2:35 to go here in the second quarter. Governors have forced 12 Watertown turnovers, as that one is going to be another turnover. Good defense again by the Governors, and it's the 13th turnover, and Coach Rohde will finally take his first time out with 2:29 to go here in the first half. The way he has looked on the bench, I've been surprised that it's taken him this long to take that first time out. And Coach Rohde will talk it over. It's a 30-second timeout. We'll keep it here on KCCR and on YouTube at KCCR Sports. After tonight, we have no Pierre Governor, a local sports broadcast until next week, Friday, when the White Capitals will be hosting Sioux Falls West and boys varsity hockey. That'll be at 3 o'clock on Capital City Rock and on YouTube at Capital City Rock Sports. But here for the Pierre Governors, they will be hosting the Bismarck Demons. The Governor girls will be hosting Bismarck on Saturday of next week on December 30th. That'll be a 3 o'clock tip-off. We'll have coverage at 2:30 here on KCCR and on YouTube at KCCR Sports. Governor boys will be in Bismarck, but we'll have the Governor girls game here on KCCR coming up next week, Saturday. It'll be the Governor inbounds coming out of the timeouts, as Pierre is shooting 55% from the floor right now, as shown up on the board. Lennox Dupree for Elise Christofferson, who will walk it to the 3-point line. Now it's Barry that will drive inside the arc, kick it back out for Terwilliger, who head fakes and gives back for Barry on the right side. Terwilliger was called for the screen. Barry goes the opposite way. Baseline jumper is missed. Might have been partially blocked, but it's grabbed by Lund. And now it's back for Thury, and the Watertown Arrows get a much-needed defensive stop. As Falconer, her pass nearly stolen by Graceland Taylor. Now in the corner it comes for Thury. She drives in. That pass is going to be tipped and then stolen away by Terwilliger. 7 turnovers in the quarter, 14 in the ball game now for for the Arrows, as Reese Terwilliger has it. Lennox Dupree, step back, pulls up for 3. Too strong with it, and the rebound's grabbed by Johnson. But Dupree takes the ball right back away and then missed the layup. So Dupree had a couple of chances, 2 good looks, one within 2 feet of the basket and missed the second shot. And then Dupree will pick up the foul, as she will get called grabbing the arm of, I believe, Miranda Falconer. Make that Andy Olson. But that is just the first foul on Lennox Dupree and the second team foul with 1:24 to go here in the second quarter. Governors have opened up an 11-point advantage here on the American Family Insurance Brittany Shufflebine scoreboard. Falconer on the left side. That kick, that one will be over the top and out of play, as another turnover by the Watertown Arrows. That is their 9th of the quarter, 16th turnover of the ball game with 1:13 to go, and we're still just in the second quarter. 29-18 lead for Pierre with 1:05 to go here in the second. Graceland Taylor on the left wing. Kicks in the corner of Dupree. The head fake, the pass, nearly didn't get it to Terwilliger. Now we'll kick into the corner. Christofferson for 3. That's buried by Elise Christofferson. She's now got 5, all coming in the quarter. Governors lead at 32-18 with 45 seconds to go here in the second. Miranda Falconer will drive in. That shot is missed off the glass, and the rebound's grabbed by Dupree. 7-second difference between shot clock and game clock, as Dupree takes it all the way to the basket and missed another layup. She had the wide open left-handed layup and went too strong with it. And it's going to be a bounce pass underneath. There's a foul committed. The Governors didn't get back quickly enough defensively. Shot was made and a foul committed by Avery Munger, her first bucket of the night. And that foul committed by Berry, her second. And Munger has a chance for a three-point play to try and cut the lead to just 11 with 26.3 to go. Free throw is good, and they are now 2 for 4 from the free throw line as Watertown. But the Governors can hold for the final shot here in the second quarter. As it is Dupree, the give back for Berry with 15 seconds to go here in the second. Dupree will walk it back out to the Arrow logo on the bench side of the sideline. Here is Dupree now for three. That's good from Lennox Dupree. And then a violation called against the Arrows on the inbound pass with 2.9 to go. Watertown came inbounds before throwing the ball in, so the Governors can get a 2-for-1 basically with 2.9 to go. They're going to be very quick here as Dupree will catch. Now for Berry, corner three at the buzzer. It's good! Ryan Berry with a three at the buzzer, and the Governors lead it 38-21 at the end of the first half. A 17-point lead and a 6-point swing at the end of the half with Dupree's made three. The Arrows stepped over the line inbounding the pass, and then Berry fired one in at the buzzer. And the Govs lead at 38-21 here at the break. A 17-point advantage. We'll come back with halftime stats after this 3-minute timeout. You're listening to Pierre Governor Basketball on KCCR. You're watching it on YouTube at KCCR Sports.
Looking for your next new or used car, truck, or SUV? Then go no further than the comfort of your own home. Shop online at lambmotor.com. On lambmotor.com, you'll find the vehicles Lambs has in stock. You can schedule a test drive or your vehicle's next tune-up all online. New or used, shop for it all online, anywhere you are. Lamb Motor has the right vehicle for you. Lamb Motor in Oneida and online, lambmotor.com.
No one likes to have electrical problems, but when they happen, call Todd's Electric at 223-2518. With over 28 years of experience, Todd's Electric can handle any type of electrical problem, whether it's residential, commercial, or agricultural. Their knowledgeable staff knows and understands the importance of your home, business, or ag facility and are prepared to help. Call Todd's Electric at 223-2518. That's 223-2518. Todd's Electric, serving the Pierre and Fort Pierre areas. The line to power.
Financial investments are very important, but so are the investments of time, patience, and encouragement our young athletes receive from their coaches, teachers, and mentors. Your Pierre area Edward Jones Financial Advisors understand this. That's why Edward Jones is a proud sponsor of Governor Athletics on KCCR. Go Govs! For all your investment needs, call or stop by one of our offices to visit with your Pierre area Edward Jones Financial Advisor. Edward Jones, member SIPC.
Hey you. Are you at a job that is fulfilling, has good benefits to support you or a family today, and retirement goes down the road? If you just said no, listen up. CHS River Plains is hiring operations personnel, drivers, and custom applicators at several locations. These come with a knockout affordable benefit package for you and the whole family. Apply to a job with CHS River Plains and up your benefits straight up. To apply, visit us online at chsriverplains.com or stop in at one of our locations. CHS is an equal opportunity employer.
As community bankers, Bank West employees are deeply committed to supporting local causes, growing the local economy, and creating local opportunities. At a time when you can bank anywhere, we hope you choose Bank West. We'll be your financial partner for the long haul, helping you and your community achieve financial success. Bank West. Convenient, connected, committed. Member FDIC.
Look, it's no secret that owning a vehicle can cause a lot of stress, and they get a lot of wear and tear on them through the extreme seasons we've grown to love. Graham Tire wants you to know that you can trust them with any problem that you have with your vehicle. Their ASE certified mechanics can make your AC cool again, or even just change your oil. They can look into and fix those noises that seem to come from nowhere and have you stressed out. Bring your car to Graham Tire so they can put your mind at ease. Graham Tire, your tire store next door.
Governors have hit 5 threes here in the first half, and they lead at 38-21 on the American Family Insurance Printing Shuffle by scoreboard. As we welcome you in halftime, the Governors were led. All 5 starters played the entire first half, and they all scored in that first half, led by Reese Twilliger, who's got a game-high 13 points. Lennox Dupree hit a 3 right before Ryan Berry hit a 3 to finish out the half. As Dupree now with 9 points in this first half. Ryan Berry finished with 6. Graceland Taylor with 5, and Elise Christofferson with 5, as all 5 starters get on the score sheet. Governors are shooting over 50% from the field. They're shooting over 40% from beyond the arc. They're 3 for 7 from the free throw line and finished with just 4 turnovers. Did not turn the ball over, according to my stats, did not turn the ball over in that second quarter and finished with 4 in the first half. On the other side, things didn't go so well for Watertown in that first half in turnovers, as they finished with 16 turnovers, including 9 in the second quarter. They were led with 9 points by Miranda Falcon, who had 7 of the 9 in that first quarter. It was 3 points then for everybody else. Addie Johnson, Emery Thury, Jay Lund, and Avery Munger all have 3 points, with the 5 that have scored so far for the Watertown Arrows, as Jay Lund's got a 3. Emery Thury went 1 for 3 from the free throw line to help get her 3 points. Addie Johnson's got a 3, and Avery Munger had a 3-point play for her 3 points, as they are 2 for 4 from the free throw line. Governors are able to hold Watertown shooting just 19-5. They outscored them 19-5 in that second quarter after outscoring them 19-16 in the end of 1. And Watertown had a 10-5 lead. That's their largest lead. And when the Governors took an 11-10 lead, they have not trailed since then. It has been all pure Governors. Since it was 10-5, it has been a 33-11 run for the Pierre Governors. They have dominated both defensively and offensively, as they really, when you look at the Arrows, it shows that they're shooting 47% and from the field and 60% from three-point range, which, some of that's a little off because they say they're 2 for 2 in the free throw line, which is incorrect. But regardless of how well they're shooting, they're still shooting the ball well. They just haven't been able to shoot the ball a lot because they've turned the ball over 16 times in this first half. And if Watertown cuts that in half and they get 8 shots and even just make half of those shots, regardless of the Governors have 38 points, if you add another 8 points to your total of the 8 turnovers that you give up or that you take away, it's a 9-point game at halftime, and it's still within reach. Now at 38-21, it's not out of reach, but boy, the Governors are in a much better spot, up by 17 than up by 9, and you can credit how good this defense was for the Pierre Governors. 38-21 at the break. We will step aside for 3 minutes, come back with the third quarter. You're listening to Pierre Governor Basketball on KCCR, watching it on YouTube at KCCR Sports.
We can look back at the game and see how we came to our position. This is Pastor Sam from Faith Lutheran Church. We can also look back at our lives and see how we got to where we are today. If you're in a tough spot, or if things are going great, I encourage you to try this approach. Call a timeout. Get some advice from the best possible coach, from your loving God. Join us at Faith Lutheran Church for worship, where you'll hear God's plan for the game.
We're Faith Lutheran and we are glad you're here.
Wondering what to do with that pitted and rutted drive? B&B Equipment will get you covered. Wanting to put something down the ground? B&B Equipment will put a hole in your project. Need to even up that property? B&B Equipment can fill that need. B&B Equipment can deliver all your gravel and material needs. B&B Equipment is here for all your excavation needs. Contact B&B Equipment, 224-6727. A contractor here for you. That's B&B Equipment, 224-6727.
Why am I so sore? There are everyday moments.
Hey, hold the ladder! Hold the ladder!
Yeah, that hurt. And there are epic moments.
Slide! College! Class of 1995!
When a moment creates a health need, visit the experts at Avera Orthopedics. We're moving health forward so you can tell the story. Learn more at avera.org/orthopedics.
Capital City Ford Lincoln Toyota is serving the Central South Dakota community and beyond with a great selection of used vehicles. Local trades and program vehicles are available. New Toyotas and new Fords are arriving and selling before they even hit the lot. So don't wait. Stop in and find out what's coming. If you've been thinking about ordering a new Ford, stop in and sit down with one of our sales specialists today. Capital City Ford Lincoln Toyota at 518 East Sioux Avenue in Pierre. Call 605-224-7378 and visit CapitalCityFordToyota.com.
At Shane's Pharmacy, your health care is important, and Shane wants to be the pharmacist to take care of you. Shane's Pharmacy will make sure your prescriptions are filled in a timely manner. They will answer your questions, and they will even deliver to your home or office. Call 223-9200. Shane's Pharmacy, the pharmacy you know and trust. The number again is 223-9200. Shane's Pharmacy in Fort Pierre, proud to support high school athletics.
Most of us already know that Gales Gas of Pierre is the place to call for propane. They offer an automatic fill plan so you never have to worry about running out of propane. They accept debit and credit payments or a budget payment plan to spread out the cost throughout the year so you never have surprises when you get your bill. For delivery, convenience, and great customer service, call Gales Gas at 224-5518. That's Gales Gas at 224-5518.
Back here at the Watertown Civic Arena as we are set for the third quarter. And it is 38-21 on the American Family Insurance Brittany Schuffelbein scoreboard with Jen Hanna back at the station. John Wickler here on this Tuesday evening. We're doing some lookalikes here at the Watertown Civic Arena. The Christmas Story lookalikes, somewhat Christmas Story. They had Grinch in there as well. But it is going to be the Watertown Arrows that get the first possession of this third quarter as they work it to the bottom of your radio dial as they are down by 17 on the American Family Insurance Brittany Schuffelbein scoreboard. Johnston to the left side. Thury is traveling and eventually will get called for the travel and turn it over. And that is turnover number 17 now here in the game for the Watertown Arrows. And again, if you're joining us, you're listening to KCCR Pierre Riverfront Broadcasting Station. The boys game will be coming up after this one concludes. We'll have that one for you here on KCCR and on YouTube at KCCR Sports. Reese Terwilliger off the glass and a good feed from Lennox Dupree. And Reese Terwilliger's got 15, and the Governors are up by 19. 40-21 here in the first 35 seconds of this third quarter. Backdoor feed, that's going to be tipped and stolen away. Graceland Taylor with the good reaction time and was able to grab the steal. The Governors will have the ball as Ryan Berry here has it for Pierre. She'll work it to the left side for Taylor. And then we'll pass it, to look to pass. Terwilliger will catch. Now right side for Berry again. Underneath for Taylor, who almost didn't see that one coming. It hit her in the stomach when she was able to grab it. Now it's Terwilliger. That'll give back for Taylor. Taylor will drive, kick it left side. Christofferson. Oh, they're going to call a charge. As Christofferson got the shot to fall, Elise Christofferson gets called for the charge. Boy, that one was very late. Didn't even hear the whistle go, but Christofferson gets called for it. And the Governors turn the ball over for the first time since the first quarter. So that's the first foul by Elise Christofferson, first Governor foul. So it remains 40-21, should remain 40-21. The basket right now is still up on the board. That shot is missed by Avery Munger, and the ball is knocked out of play. And it will stay with the Watertown Arrows with 6:32 left to go. Not sure what, well, they are going to reset the shot clock to 35. As it will be a drive to the bucket, and it's missed by Thury. And the rebound's grabbed by Ryan Berry. So it is Dupree. Now right side for Terwilliger. Christofferson left side for Dupree. Trying to go underneath for Christofferson. Now right side, here is Berry for three in the right wing, and that one rattles out. It was in and out, and the rebound grabbed by Addie Johnston for Watertown. 6 minutes ago here in the third quarter. just starting this second half. Johnson pulls up for 3. That one's short, and the rebound will come out to Dupree. Starting to outlet up ahead for Graceland Taylor. The Governors, who have not used a sub at all in this game, will slow things up and up by 19, or as the scoreboard shows, 21 right now. This one underneath for Terwilliger. There's a chum ball called against on a block shot. Terwilliger went up for a jump ball call, then it will stay with the Pierre Governors. They put the bucket up for Christofferson, but on a charge like that, I don't know how that bucket could count, as Dupree will throw it right side for Christofferson. Maybe they're just waiting for the Governors to score and not put any up on the board. Here is Barry over to Dupree for 3. That one misses. Rebounds grabbed by Christofferson. Back in the paint. The putback shot is missed by Barry, and it will go up ahead here for Falconer. And then Graceland Taylor gets called for the foul. That'll be her second, and the team's second here of the second half of the third quarter. And Falconer to the free throw line. And again, right now they've got the points up on the scoreboard, but on the offensive foul, I mean, that's also, as Falconer will miss the first free throw, they had put the points up on the board and then realized there was a charge call. And really that charge call was made, and Christofferson kind of ran over the girl when the basket was going, when the ball was going in the basket. So I don't think that you can count that basket, as Falconer will make the free throw to make it 40-22, we believe. And it is up ahead here for the Governors. Falconer's now got 10 points. Christofferson for Taylor, back out top for Ryan Berry. On the right wing for Dupree. Now it's going to be Terwilliger. That jumper will rattle its way, bounce off the rim about 6 times, and still can't fall. And the Governors can't buy a bucket here in the last couple of trips. Here on the left side, it's grabbed by Watertown. Then a errant pass from Falconer, as it was Neely Johnson that was starting to cut to the basket. Instead, it will be taken here by the Governors. Another turnover by Watertown. That will be 19 turnovers now in the ball game by Watertown. Christofferson drives. Dupree's open for 3 on the right side. That one is also missed again. The Governors, the lid's fallen shut on the basket here on the top of your radio dial. There's another turnover by Watertown, as Barry was able to steal that pass away. That was intended for Johnson. So Barry again at the top of the key. 4:15 to go in the third quarter. They forced 20 turnovers of the Watertown Arrows. Lennox Dupree will get the screen, then back out for Christofferson. Left side for Barry, as she'll drive around inside the free throw line, missed the shot, gets her own offensive rebound for Dupree to put it in for 2. And Lennox Dupree's got 11. Well, they put the points up on the board, so I guess we'll give Elise Christofferson the foul in the bucket from earlier, and it's 44-22. It's one of those phantom points, I think, but we do know that Christofferson would have been the one to score it. With 3:35 to go here in the third quarter. That ball's tipped around a couple of times. That's off of Thury last. And another turnover by the Watertown Arrows. With 3:34 to go here in the third. Governors are doubling up Watertown 44-22 on the American Family Insurance Brittany Schuffelbein scoreboard. Barry, that pass, that's going to be deflected by Watertown, looking for Taylor. And Jordan Remmers, that will go off of Remmers and out of play. Taylor will inbound for Barry. 3:20 to go here in the third quarter. Christofferson will turn and give for Barry on the right side. Now Terwilliger inside the arc. Double team back out for Barry, who will slow things down with 13 to go on the shot clock. Gets a screen from Terwilliger. Back out to the point. Now 8 seconds to go on the shot clock, and then we get a foul, timeout, committed by Coach Kirk Bebop. The shot clock's down to 7. 3:05 to go here in the third quarter. We'll step aside for 30 seconds. You're listening to Pierre Governor Basketball on KCCR. Watching it on YouTube at KCCR Sports.
People helping people.
Have you ever wondered what the benefits are of becoming a Wahi Federal Credit Union member? At a Wahi Federal Credit Union, we reinvest profits in you. We do this in the form of lower interest rates, higher dividends, and low to no fees. So come check us out or come in at 221 East Pleasant Drive in Pierre, because at Wahi Federal Credit Union, we treat our members like they own the place because, well, they do.
Hawaii Federal Credit Union.
Back here at the Watertown Civic Arena, the Pierre Governors have a 44-22 lead on the American Family Insurance Brittany Shufflebine scoreboard. And it is that Elise Christofferson foul was a post-shot foul, as she got called for the charge, but the shot was good before she ran over the Watertown arrow. So ends up getting the bucket to count and still got called for the foul. So she now has 7 points on the evening, and the Governors, yes, are up 44-22. Then Christofferson will turn the ball over as that pass was deflected and taken away by Watertown with 2:50 to go here in the third quarter. Nearly a travel by Watertown. Now a free throw line jumper is missed. That one taken by Grimsrud, and then a foul committed on the rebound by Jade Lund. That'll be her first foul and the first Watertown foul this third quarter with 2:45 remaining. And we've got the Pierre Governor boys game coming up after this one concludes. It'll be about 15-20 minutes between games. Christofferson to Williger, now right side for Dupree. Barry on the left side for Graceland Taylor. It'll come over now for Dupree, back out top for Ryan Barry again. 15 to go on the shot clock. It is now Christofferson underneath. The Terwilliger is fouled. She got the bucket to go. And it's 46-22. Governors have opened up a 24-point lead with 2:21 to go here in the third quarter. That foul, I believe, we'll see who's actually committed the foul, but Terwilliger's now got 17 points. That is going to be on Lund, her second, and the second team foul committed by the Watertown Arrows. Free throw from Terwilliger. That one misses, but we get a lane violation against the Arrows. And a Reese Terwilliger special gets 2 free throws to try and make 1. Governors will have their first sub checking in. Addison Soma is set to check in for Reese Terwilliger, and that'd be the very first sub of the game for the Pierre Governors. They have not had anybody sub in, as Terwilliger will make that second free throw, and Soma will check in for Reese Terwilliger. 47-22 now for the Governors. So the first sub is Addison Soma off the bench, and it comes with 2:15 to go in the third quarter, as then Barry will steal the ball and get fouled as she takes the ball away. 6th turnover of the quarter, and now 22nd turnover of the ball game, and a third team foul by Watertown, all coming here in the last minute, as Barry stole the pass and then was fouled. As it is now Barry again. That foul was committed by Falconer, her third. Dupree steps back, pump fakes, gives it for Soma, and Soma clears out everybody away from Dupree, who had his foot on the line, and Lennox Dupree will pick up now point number 13. And the Governors have their second player in double figures. Lennox Dupree will give way for Grayson and Taylor as the Arrows had turned the ball over again. A 17-point advantage. Make that 27-point advantage. Here, Christofferson with the left-hand layup. Missed the shot, though. And a good pass from Dupree to a cutting Elise Christofferson. Now it's going to be Falconer. Laid it up. Soma held her ground, and it's off of Falconer. And good defense by Addison Soma. Bria Sargent, Reese Terwilliger now will check in. Soma will come out. Sargent will check in for the first time, as Christofferson will take a seat. The 5'7" senior is in. The pink, bright pink shoes for Bria Sargent. 1:15 to go here in quarter number 3. 49-22 lead of the American Family Insurance Brittany Shufflebine scoreboard. Terwilliger off the glass. How about another 2? 51-22. And Terwilliger continues to add to her game high. She's got 7 here in the quarter and now 20 in the ball game. There is going to be another steal. Lennox Dupree with 53 seconds to go. There's a bounce pass for Bria Sargent. And Sargent's on the scoreboard, and the Governors take a 31-point lead. So Sargent gets her first bucket. Baseline jumper. That one rattles off. And then bouncing ball that's going to be out of bounds off of Barry with 37.4 to go. And 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. As Hoiverts will throw it in. Andy Hoiverts for Watertown is in the ball game for the first time. Now it's Falconer for three. That one rattles out. The ball is bounced and grabbed again this time, and a nice move around the defense for Avery Munger, as she's now got 5 points, 53 to 34, or make that 24. Governors are up by 29 again. Shot clock turned off. Here's an easy bucket for Graceland Taylor, as Lennox Dupree found her behind the defense. And Graceland Taylor's got 7. You're up by 31, and there's a foul with 4.3 to go. Dupree will pick up her second foul. Governors aren't in any danger of foul trouble, as Dupree, Taylor, and Barry all have 2 fouls, just about to head into the fourth quarter. Here's out top. Hoiverts will give way. There's a 3 from 30 at the buzzer, and it's missed. And the Governors have a 55-24 lead at the end of 3 quarters. Held the Arrows to just 3 points in that third quarter, outscoring them 17-3 in the third. 55-24 lead at the end of 3. Back in a minute. You're listening to Pierre Governor Basketball on KCCR. Watching it on YouTube at KCCR Sports.
When you're looking for quality trash pickup services, look no further than Envirotech. 6 days a week, their trucks are on the road picking up trash, even holidays. They're also the place to contact for recycling services. Their friendly, professional staff is ready to assist with weekly pickups or even special pickups. Check out the website at EnvirotechWaste.com. Envirotech is locally operated. Call 224-4804. Envirotech Waste Services in Pierre, proud to support high school athletics.
Insurance. We all need it to protect our homes, health, businesses, and belongings. But having adequate coverage is just the beginning. You also need the support of professionals who stand by your side to protect what's important to you. Fisher Rounds & Associates combines the coverage you want with the commitment you need. Fisher Rounds & Associates, at your service, at your side. With offices in Pierre, Mitchell, Watertown, Sioux Falls, and Rapid City.
As we start the fourth quarter, the Pierre Governors have a 31-point lead on the American Family Insurance Brittany Schoffelbein scoreboard, 55-24. And there's a steal. Lavin Price, who's just in the ball game, will get the steal. Ryan Berry will go up ahead. Aston Soma, Bria Sargent, Graceland Taylor are the other girls on the floor here for the Governors, as that was turnover number 25 in the ball game. Make that 24 in the ball game for the Watertown Arrows. It is Soma. Backdoor feed for Graceland Taylor. Gets cut off of the double team. We'll try and get it back to Soma. That pass deflected. Taylor gets her dribble back, and then the ball deflected, and it goes out of play. And the clock continues, but the shot clock is stopped with 4. We are in a running clock with the Governors up by 31. But they only have 4 seconds on the shot clock right now. This will be inbounded for Lavin Price. Down to 2 seconds. Governors have to get a shot away. Barry, shot's blocked. That's a shot clock violation. And it will be the Governors' only 7th turnover of the ball game, as we get another sub, as the Governors will continue to add to their player totals, or their players out on the floor, as it will be a jumper from Jordan Remmers that is missed, and Barry will grab the rebound. Barry on the right side lost the handle of the ball, nearly a turnover, and it will be picked up by Watertown. So the Governors turn the ball over back-to-back possessions here. It hasn't really happened since that first quarter. Here's a 3 ball that's missed, but Bria Sargent is fouled. Bria Sargent fouls Miranda Falconer, and that'll be 3 free throws upcoming here for Falconer. And the clock will stop for the free throws for Miranda Falconer. And Sargent will pick up her first foul. as the first free throw is good for Falconer, who's got 11 points tonight. Second free throw here from Falconer. The lefty has got both of them to go to make it 55-26. And the running clock will stop. Molly Olson was the one that was in for the Governors and still is in for the Governors. The third free throw as Falconer goes 3 for 3 from the free throw line to make it 55-27. Governors still lead it by 28. So the freshman Molly Olson stands at 5'6", gets a chance to get in the ball game for the Governors for the first time. As a Sargent for Dupree, now back for Olson. Now back to Dupree, Olson again in the corner. Top of the key, Soma, there's a jump ball that will stay with the Governors with 7 seconds to go on the shot clock. And again, the clock continues to run. Now down to 5.5 to go. So maybe a 6:45 tip-off between the Governors and the Watertown Arrows. This will be down to 2 seconds. Olson for Sargent. They did not get the shot away as an air ball by Sargent anyway. And it's another turnover, second shot clock violation from the Governors in this fourth quarter. But it's still no danger right now, up 55-27, a 28-point lead with 5 minutes to go here in the fourth quarter. Inbound pass here for Falconer, defended by Sargent. Now on the right side, Lavin Price will work around a screen. That pass deflected. Ball will be bounced around and eventually grabbed by Remmers. Now it's back. Thury will drive. Her shot, good defense by Soma. Got a partial block. Took the ball away. Governors had it for a moment. Dupree lost the handle of it. Pass will go up, and another steal by Watertown for a turnover of this quarter by the Governors. And driving to the bucket with a layup is going to be Jordan Remmers. And Coach Bebout will take a timeout with 55-29 and 4:22 to go here in the fourth quarter. Governors are trying to make a couple of changes on the subs with 4:22 to go. We'll step aside, come back in 30 seconds. You'll listen to Pierre Governor Basketball on KCCR, watching it on YouTube at KCCR Sports.
Vertic Electric has a long history of doing electrical work the right way. Economical service, professional work, and customer satisfaction is why they can say that. Vertic Electric can do residential, farm, and commercial projects. Doesn't matter if they are charged with new construction or a remodel project, they get it conducted. Contact the staff at Vertic Electric at 224-8684. They can light a spark into your next project. Vertic Electric, 224-8684.
It is a 26-point lead for the Pierre Governors on the American Family Insurance Brittany Schoffelbein scoreboard as we welcome you back here to Watertown Civic Arena. Jasmine Yost is also checked in for the Governors, but she will turn the ball over. It's grabbed by Watertown, although Bria Sargent will get the steal right back. 25 turnovers for the Watertown Arrows here tonight. And we were closing in the final 4 minutes of this ball game. Lavin Price, left side for Sargent. Now Yost will catch. Gets a screen. That bouncing ball, that pass was tipped. Nearly a travel, and the Governors Arrows are just turned the ball back over to each other right now. Price intercepts a pass after Yost's pass was tipped and then intercepted. 3:35 to go here in the fourth quarter. Price will catch in the left wing. That pass over for Yost. Now back to the top for Addie Soma. Soma will take a couple dribbles, hands off for Price. She'll pull up for three. That one is missed, an air ball, and it'll be out of play off of Soma, and it'll go back to the Watertown Arrows. And again, the clock continues to run with a 24-point game, 26-point game right now. They have to pull within 20 for that running clock to stop as they get a bucket from Mela Crayons to make it 55-31. So it's now a 24-point game with 2:50 to go here in the fourth quarter. Yost will turn, Sargent will catch. Governors have not scored yet in this fourth quarter with only 2:40 remaining here in the fourth. 15 seconds on the shot clock. It is Olson, left side for Sargent, now for Yost. Yost throws it in for Sargent. That ball is tipped. Might have been partially blocked, and it's going to be taken up here by Watertown with 2:20 to go in the fourth quarter. Thury, that pass, that bouncing ball is going to be taken away. Governors will steal it again. And a fourth turnover here in the quarter. And 27 now in the ball game by Watertown. 2 minutes to go here in the fourth quarter. Bria Sargent, left side for Jasmine Yost. Soma looking for a backdoor cut for Olsen. Throws it to the basket, missed the shot, but Sargent's rebound is there, and the putback good. First points of the fourth quarter for the Governors, 57-31. And now we'll get a foul with 1:38 to go. Clock will continue to run for just a little bit longer before Falconer will step to the free throw line, where she is 3 for 3 here in the quarter, and the clock stops with 1:32. So here is Falconer's first free throw. She is now 4 for 4 in this quarter, and overall 5 for 6 in the ball game. Governors will add in another sub. That'll be Paige Sporer, the 5'8" sophomore. Second free throw again is good for Falconer. She's got 5 points in the quarter, 15 in the ball game, but all 5 coming from the free throw line. 90 seconds remaining here in this ball game, 57-33. Governors are up by 24. They led by as many as 31 to help this running clock get started. Yost, top of the key, Sporer to the right side now for Molly Olsen, who turned the ball over. She had slipped and fallen and given away now to Watertown with 1:05 left to go. That pass will go back out top of the key for Kinsey Russell. Now it's again taken here by Molly Hendricks. Hendricks will drive. That pass is tipped. Yost trying to get a steal. That ball will be taken away by Jasmine Yost, who finds it ahead for Molly Olsen, who lays it up and missed the layup with 45 seconds remaining here in the fourth quarter. Governor bench was all on their feet thinking that Olsen was going to get her first varsity points. We'll see her brother Luke Olsen playing in the boys varsity game coming up here in just a little bit. That ball rolls around, rattles off, and now to be taken for a three. That one is also missed by Remmers. Rebounds grabbed by the Governors. They don't have to shoot the ball at all the rest of the way with only 15 seconds to go here in the fourth quarter. It was 19-16 at the end of the first quarter, and then the Governors rallied to a 17-point lead. Sporer maybe looking for a shot but lost the ball. Governors return over one more time, and that will take us to the end of this ball game. 57-33. It is a 24-point win for the Pierre Governors. They had to just score just 2 points in that fourth quarter to pick up a 57-33 win and move to 4-1 of the season. A statement win by the Governors here this evening. We will step aside and come back in 3 minutes with the post-game show of the girls game, and also start to get you ready for the boys game, which will be coming up and hopefully starting around 6:45 here this evening. Back in 3 minutes, you're listening to Pierre Governor Basketball on KCCR. Watching it on YouTube at KCCR Sports.
At Anderson Rumsa Dental, we want to change the way your family views the dentist. Let us replace your dread of the chair with personal service in a friendly and inviting atmosphere. Using state-of-the-art technology, we offer porcelain crowns completed in 1 day, saving you time and money. Anderson Rumsa Dental, located at 1521 North Harrison Avenue in Pierre. Experience dental procedures performed while you're in a deeply relaxed state, often with no recollection of the time passed. Anderson Rumsa Dental. Call us today at 605-224-6111. That's 605-224-6111. We all have had to fix little things. Loose screw? Get a screwdriver. Nail coming up? Find a hammer. Bolt coming loose? Get some wrenches. Sometimes these little things tend to make us think we can fix big things. Plug drain? Call Allied Plumbing. Water heater leaking? Call Allied Plumbing. Sewer backed up? Trust me, leave it to the professionals and rely on your ally. Call Allied Plumbing. With 75 years of combined experience, it speaks for itself. Allied Plumbing, 494-2001.
South Dakotans, due to the recent flood, hail, and windstorms, many of you have damage and are in need of making repairs. When it comes to making the decision of who to hire to complete the repairs, you should always check with the Department of Revenue to ensure they're licensed to do business in South Dakota. And you should check with Consumer Protection to see if any complaints have been filed against the company. And finally, never sign anything until you read all the details. Rule of thumb, when someone knocks on your door to sell you a product or service, they need to provide you with a 3-day right to cancel. Go to consumersd.gov and look under transient vendors or call 800-300-1986.
Building a home. It's the biggest investment most of us make in a lifetime. Not to mention it's a decision that, well, you pretty much live with day and night. The quality of the workmanship stares back at you like a reflection. It also affects the value of your investment. Choosing the right contractor is critical. Kruger Contracting is that contractor. Call 222-2523. Quality workmanship and materials completed on time. Kruger Contracting. In a word, quality. Call 222-2523.
AGE Corporation's Contractors and Crane Service is a proud supporter of Pierre Governor Athletics. For almost 60 years, AGE has been building South Dakota. For all your site work, construction, and crane work needs this season, AGE is here to help. Give them a call. AGE Corporation and Crane Service, 223-2732. That's 223-2732. AGE, proud supporters of local sports.
At AgTegra, we're leveraging the power of the cooperative to benefit our farmers and ranchers, their families, and local communities. We're creating jobs for your neighbors and putting money back into our communities. We're lending a hand in our rural fire departments, food banks, and 4-H and FFA programs. That's what local is all about. When you do business at AgTegra, you help us make a difference in your community. AgTegra, strong, stable, dependable, and local.
As we welcome you back here into the Watertown Civic Arena, into the post-game show of our first game of our doubleheader, the Pierre Governor girls pick up a 57-33 win over the Watertown Arrows. The Governors were up by just 3. They're down 10-5, and then we're up by 19 at 60 at the end of the first quarter. Then they took a 38-21 lead at the end of the second quarter, outscoring Watertown 19-5 in the second quarter. Then outscored Watertown 17-3 in the third quarter. Yeah, they got outscored 9-2 in quarter number 4, but that was after a 31-point lead for the Governors, and they didn't have to worry so much about having themselves a having to worry about scoring in that fourth quarter, as yes, they were outscored 9-2, but that middle two quarters, outscoring your opponent 36-8, is going to win you a whole lot of ball games. And the Pierre Governors left no doubt with the win this afternoon, this evening, against the Watertown Arrows in Game 1 of our doubleheader. As we go through the scoring totals for the losing Watertown Arrows right now, 15 points, a team-high 15 points for Miranda Falconer, as it will be Falconer with 15, 5 for Avery Munger, 3 for Addie Johnson and Emery Thury. Jade Lund will also have 3 points, and then 2 for Mila Kranz and Jordan Remmers. They shot 8 of 11 from the free throw line, did the Watertown Arrows. They turned the ball over 28 times. They had 7 in the first quarter, 9 in the second, and then another 7 in the third and 5 in the fourth for 28 total turnovers for the Watertown Arrows. For the victorious Pierre Governors, who shot over 50% in the first half, they were led by Reese Twilliger, who finished with 20 points, 13 for Lennox Dupree. It was 2 points for, make that 4 points for Bria Sargent, who had both of her 2 points in the third and the fourth quarter. 7 for Elise Christofferson, 7 for Gracelyn Taylor, and 6 for Ryan Berry, who did not have to score in the second half for the Pierre Governors, who shot 4 of 9 from the free throw line. They were 3 of 7 in the first half and then went 1 of 2 in the second half from the free throw line. They turned the ball over 14 times, but 8 of those 14 turnovers came in quarter number 4. So the Governors were able to, again, that game was out of reach, and yeah, you like to be a little bit cleaner at the end of that ball game, but you got the win over the Watertown Arrows. That's what you wanted to do, to pick up the win. You had that through 3 quarters and kind of cruise, especially the Governors, who didn't have a sub come in until the third quarter, till late in the third quarter. That was the first time that the Governors had any subs come in the ball game. As Somo was the first one on the bench, then Bria Sargent came in as well. The Governors kind of were able to unload the bench at the end of the game and get all their starters out. But without Grace Richter, they did not go to their bench until the third quarter, which will be a little bit different when we get to this Pierre Governor boys basketball game that'll be coming up here in just a little bit. Here in about 12 minutes from now, we'll have the Governor boys game here on KCCR and on YouTube at KCCR Sports. So our player of the game, it'll be Graceland Taylor getting the start, getting 7 points, knocking down a big three. A couple of steals in there as well for the Governors. So we'll give her the T-shirts and the player of the game for today in the 57-33 win over the Watertown Arrows. Could have given to Reese Twilliger at 20 points, Lex Dupree with 13. Bria Sargent come off the bench getting 4 points as well. But overall, it is the we'll give it to Graceland Taylor, the junior, that will pick it up. The 5'5" junior will get our T-shirt and player of the game here this evening. We still got one more game to go. It's the Pierre Governor boys taking on the Watertown Arrows. Let's talk about that game next. We'll come back in 3 minutes and preview that game between the Governors and the Arrows in the boys contest. Back in 3 minutes here on KCCR. Watching it on YouTube at KCCR Sports.
When you're in the need for high-quality replacement auto parts, look no further than Zander Auto Parts and Machine Shop in Pierre. Zander's has been servicing the capital city area for over 40 years. Their professional parts techs can get you the parts you need and get you back on the road. Stop by Zander Auto Parts and Machine Shop at 500 West Sioux Avenue in Pierre or call 224-9221. Zander's, your locally owned independent auto parts store, 500 West Sioux in Pierre. Go Govs!
Dr. Nick and Chelsea Redeman at Floss Dentistry in Pierre is family owned and operated. They have modern practice with skill and caring. They have same-day availability. Floss Dentistry is located at 603 East Sioux Avenue in Pierre with hours Monday through Thursday from 8 to 5. Give them a call at 605-224-2161 and don't put off that scheduled cleaning any longer. Floss Dentistry, 603 East Sioux Avenue in Pierre, or give Dr. Nick and Chelsea Redeman a call at 605-224-2161.
We all want to be happy, but sometimes that doesn't feel possible. But if you have hope, you have everything. Rising Hope Counseling provides high-quality mental health services with locations across South Dakota. Additionally, by providing telehealth, we ensure South Dakota's rural residents have access to high-quality mental health services. Our team lives and works in your communities, and we understand the unique challenges we face. Schedule an appointment by phone or online today. Rising Hope Counseling, offering hope, healing, and change.
We might not be the largest repair shop in town, but we take pride in what we do. We want to make the experience as painless as possible for you, so we will work with your insurance company on your claim from beginning to the end. Locally owned with 50 years combined in the shop, Wheelhouse Auto Body will take the stress off of you. Wheelhouse Auto Body at 720 North Garfield, or contact them at 605-494-0436, 605-494-0436, or wheelhouseautobody@gmail.com.
This winter, sip on a delicious hot cocoa and lose yourself in the grace of a fresh falling snow before you smash that hot mug on the driveway and join First Dakota to bank some noise for winter sports. Stomp for block shots, holler for match-sealing takedowns, and go berserk for a perfect dismount. Let's give the home team all we've got. Bank some noise with us at First Dakota National Bank. Open a new account online today at firstdakota.com, member FDIC.
River Bottom Sanitation, your locally owned waste management company serving the Pierre and Fort Pierre communities. Contact River Bottom Sanitation for your residential and commercial pickups. Now River Bottom Sanitation is your source for all your roll-off needs. River Bottom Sanitation in Pierre and Fort Pierre. Give them a call for pricing at 605-222-1120. River Bottom Sanitation. That's 605-222-1120.
And as we welcome you back here, the Pierre Governors and the Watertown Arrows coming out from the Watertown Civic Arena. John Winkler here on this Tuesday evening. Jen Hanna back at the station. The Governor girls picked up a 57-33 win. So now here, as we look at the boys contest, Governors are at 3-1. Watertown is also 1-1. Just it's the exact same records as the girls and the boys games, and they've all beaten and lost the same teams. The Governor boys and girls beats Central, Sturgis, and Spearfish. They lost to Rapid City Stevens. Watertown girls and boys beat Brookings. They both lost to Mitchell. So this is a similar look. Mitchell is 4-0 on the boys' side. Governors are sitting in 8th place in the standings right now at 3-1. But when you look at what the Governors did the last on Friday and Saturday, Jed Zabel scored a combined 41 points in those two games, 20 on 21 on Friday, 20 on Saturday. Luke Olson scored 32 points between the two games, 19 on Friday, another 13 on Saturday. And the Governors were able to pick up they had a 14-10 lead on Spearfish at the end of the first quarter, outscored them 16-9 in the second, 19-12 in the third, which was similar to what they did to Sturgis on Friday. They were down actually by 9 at the end of the first quarter, 27-18. Then the Governors outscored Sturgis by 6. Then they outscored them by 15, and then ended up being 20-18 in the fourth quarter. But the Governors were able to get that 15-point advantage in the third quarter, which took them from a 3-point deficit to a 12-point lead at the end of 3 quarters. And those middle quarters, just like it was for the girls' game here today, you're hoping that's the exact same case, and that's the same thing that they can do here tonight, is do what the girls did in the middle quarters, be the big ones for the Governors. Obviously, like 4 quarters to be all the way through, but those middle quarters are very important for this Pierre Governor team, as shown in the win by the girls and as shown by the 2 wins last weekend by the boys, who picked up those wins over Sturgis and Spearfish, both by double digits, 61-45 against Spearfish on Saturday and 73-59 against Sturgis on Friday. Cooper Twilger also had 16 points in those 2 games. Dawson Getz had 14 on Saturday. He had just 2 points, going 2 for 2 from the free throw line on Friday against Sturgis. But that Saturday game, that's a huge. If Dawson Getz can knock down 4 threes a game, the Governors are going to probably win almost every game that they play. And the birthday boy, Dawson Getz, is hoping to be lights out from beyond the arc on his birthday. That'd be a good birthday present to have. We gave him the T-shirt on Saturday, a couple days before his birthday, but probably won't give him a second T-shirt in back-to-back games unless he drops a 50.9. We can't do anything but give him a second T-shirt. But the Governors here this evening looking for their 4th straight win, just like the girls got the win 57-33. They've won 4 in a row. Now the boys are trying to do the same to try and pick up a 4th straight win to go to 4-1. We've got starting lineups and tip-off coming off next. Back in 3 minutes here on KCCR. You're watching it on YouTube at KCCR Sports.
With any dream, the wind won't always be at your back. The sun won't always be shining, and some rain is going to fall. American Family Insurance is like a good, solid roof that you can trust to protect your biggest dreams. With plans that could save you up to 23% when you bundle your home and auto. Also, you can continue to dream fearlessly, no matter what comes your way. American Family Insurance.
Visit amfam.com to learn how discounts may apply to you. American Family Mutual Insurance Company assigned its operating company, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
Contact the Brittany Shufflebind Agency, LLC, 224-6627.
Looking for your next new or used car, truck, or SUV? Then go no further than the comfort of your own home. Shop online at lambmotor.com. On lambmotor.com, you'll find the vehicles Lambs has in stock. You can schedule a test drive or your vehicle's next tune-up, all online. New or used, shop for it all online, anywhere you are. Lamb Motor has the right vehicle for you. Lamb Motor in Oneida and online, lambmotor.com.
No one likes to have electrical problems, but when they happen, call Todd's Electric at 223-2518. With over 28 years of experience, Todd's Electric can handle any type of electrical problem, whether it's residential, commercial, or agricultural. Their knowledgeable staff knows and understands the importance of your home, business, or ag facility and are prepared to help. Call Todd's Electric at 223-2518. That's 223-2518. Todd's Electric, serving the Pierre and Fort Pierre areas. The line to power.
Financial investments are very important, but so are the investments of time, patience, and encouragement our young athletes receive from their coaches, teachers, and mentors. Your Pierre area Edward Jones Financial Advisors understand this. That's why Edward Jones is a proud sponsor of Governor Athletics on KCCR. Go Govs! For all your investment needs, call or stop by one of our offices to visit with your Pierre area Edward Jones Financial Advisor. Edward Jones, member SIPC.
Hey you. Are you at a job that is fulfilling, has good benefits to support you or a family today, and retirement goes down the road? If you just said no, listen up. CHS River Plains is hiring operations personnel, drivers, and custom applicators at several locations. These come with a knockout affordable benefit package for you and the whole family. Apply to a job with CHS River Plains and up your benefits straight up. To apply, visit us online at chsriverplains.com or stop in at one of our locations. CHS is an equal opportunity employer.
As community bankers, BankWest employees are deeply committed to supporting local causes, growing the local economy, and creating local opportunities. At a time when you can bank anywhere, we hope you choose BankWest. We'll be your financial partner for the long haul, helping you and your community achieve financial success. BankWest. Convenient, connected, committed. Member FDIC.
As we welcome you back here, we are set for tip-off as we go through the starting lineups. We assume we'll be able to go through the starting lineups. We have the national anthem play before the girls varsity game, and I believe that they are just going to announce the starting lineups and get us rolling for the boys varsity game. So those starters, first for the visiting Pierre Governors, it'll be Luke Olson, the 5'11 junior guard, Tyan Buss, the 5'10 senior guard. Number 3, Jed Zabel, the 6'5 senior forward. He's going to be he's going to be signing to North Dakota State. He's already verbally committed, but he will sign to play football at North Dakota State. It'll be tomorrow afternoon at 2:30 in the library at Riggs High School, as that'll be his opportunity to sign and commit to North Dakota State. We'll have a story on that on Thursday morning. Kate Kaiser, the 6'2 senior guard, will join him in the starting lineup, and Dawson Getz, the 6'3 junior guard. So those 5 are Olson, Buss, Zabel, Kaiser, and Getz. For the home team of the Watertown Arrows, it'll be Dylan Rodden, the 6' senior guard, Caden Bouchamp, the 6'3 senior forward, Cohen Kranz, the 6' senior guard, number 15, Marcus Rabine, the 6'1 senior forward, and Jake Olson, the 6'2 senior forward. The Olson guys are going to be on the court for both the Governors and the Watertown Arrows. So it is Rodden, Bouchamp, Kranz, Rabine, and Olson, the 5 starters for the Watertown Arrows, as the starters are being introduced right now. And the Governors, again, they are looking to win their 4th straight and go to 4-1 on the season, with the Watertown Arrows trying to pick up their 2nd win, get back to over 500 after winning the first game, dropping the second game. And again, after tonight, we will not have another Governor broadcast till next Saturday, when the Governors are back in action for the final time, one in 2023, but also for the first time since tonight in the Christmas break, as we'll have the Governor girls game as they travel out, will be at home against Bismarck. The Governor boys will travel out to North Dakota to take on the Bismarck Demons. And then also we'll have a coverage on Friday of next week. We'll have for you the White Capitals taking on they will take on the Sioux Falls West Flyers, and we'll have coverage starting at 2:30 in the afternoon with a 3 o'clock puck drop on Capital City Rock and on YouTube at Capital City Rock Sports. So they are introducing the Watertown Arrows as they've got the lights dimmed here at the Watertown Civics Arena. And again, it is Rodden, Beauchamp, Cohen Kranz, Marcus Rabine, and Jake Olson, as it is going to be all seniors in the starting lineup. There's just 2 juniors on this roster. Gabe Norberg and Mitch Olson are the only juniors for the Watertown Arrows. And the Governors have 2 juniors in the starting lineup with Luke Olson and Dawson Getz, but also have J.J. Buchholz, Eladio Simental, Bennett Swartos, and Ty Michael as the juniors on the roster, and the freshman Cooper Twilger, who will get playing time. And we are set and ready to roll. Opening tip coming up. Kate Kaiser, who will he take the opening tip against? It will be Caden Beauchamp, the 6'3 senior. So Kaiser, the 6'2 guard, against the 6'3 Beauchamp. Governors will go from the top to the bottom of your radio dial. The arrows from the bottom to the top of your dial as we are underway here in Game 2 of our doubleheader, as Tyan Buss will get the opening tip, won by Kate Kaiser. It is Olson, the left side. He's picked up by Dylan Rodden. Man-to-man defense here for the Watertown Arrows, as Dawson Getz will catch, pop a 3, and the birthday boy can't hit right away. And a defensive rebound for Dylan Rodden on the first possession of the ball game. So now here the Watertown Arrows, their first possession here this evening. That pass inside, that's knocked away by Dawson Getz as he was trying to get it inside for Jake Olson, and we'll get a whistle and an inbound coming from the corner with 7:31 to go in the quarter and 21 to go on the shot clock. On the left wing corner, all the way back there, is handed off now for Rodden. As Kaiser will pick him up, that pass goes to the corner. Driving in right side, back out in the wing for Olson. Jake Olson will kick it on the right side. Beauchamp will give it back out of the top. That's picked up by Krantz. Down to 3 seconds to go on the shot clock. Has to put up a long three. It's missed. The rebound's tipped, and it'll eventually be grabbed. And a foul committed. Oh, it's jump ball that will be called. As Ty and Butts had a handle on it on Beauchamp, who got the offensive rebound away from Jet Zabel. But it will be a jump ball that will stay in possession for Watertown. They've got 33 on the shot clock, so basically a fresh shot clock. That ball will be off the foot of Beauchamp on the pass that was inbounded. He didn't see it. It was threading the needle was Rodden, and they turned the ball over in his Watertown. So the first turnover all ball game, and we've gone a minute of this game with no score between Watertown and Watertown and Pierre. It is Kaiser. They make that Olson that will drive, lays it up with the right hand on the left side. And Luke Olson scores first for the Governors. They lead at 2-0. First bucket of the ball game. That pass is tipped. It's going to go in the backcourt. Grabbed by Rodden with still 20 to go on the shot clock. Now he's picked up by Dawson Getz. Rodden will drive on Getz, kick into the corner. Beauchamp for three. That might have been baked in. And a three ball for Keaton Beauchamp. That one is, you got to call bank. Banks are closed after 5 o'clock. There's a foul at midcourt by Marcus Rabine. And with 6:20 to go here in the first quarter, that's our first foul committed by either side. I think you can see the replay up here. See if it actually does bank off the glass. He did bank that off the glass. So 6:15 to go here in the first quarter. 3-2 lead for Watertown. The American Family Insurance. Brittany Schuffelbein scoreboard. Kaiser on the right side. He'll give for Zabel with the left hand. Will lay it in. And Jet Zabel with a tough basket. His first bucket. He's averaging 20 points over his last 2 games. 20.5 points to be exact over his last 2 games. As this will be on the right side for Krantz, who will throw it back left for Jake Olson. He is fouled by Kaiser at the top of the point. And Cade Kaiser will pick up the Governor's first foul with 5:47 to go here in quarter number 1. A fresh 35 here for the Watertown Arrows. A long inbound pass for Jake Olson. Left side, it's grabbed by Rodden. Rodden takes one dribble in, back steps, his three is an air ball, and the ball will find its way out of play for a whistle with make that 5:35 to go here in the first quarter. Governors lead at 4-3 on the American Family Insurance Brittany Schuffelbein scoreboard here in quarter number 1. Luke Olson across midcourt. He'll cross over, start to drive the left side. We'll work it back out to the point, reset the offense here for the Governors. Olson will throw it on the right side for Kaiser. Kaiser looking inside, jab steps. Now he'll dribble with it. He'll head fake. That pass tipped. It goes off the rim. It was not a shot by Kaiser. It was tipped by Beauchamp. Then the pass will go for Beauchamp now into the corner. That 3 ball is up by Jake Olson, and it's missed, and Dawson Getz will get the rebound. Lobs up ahead for Zabel. Looking like a wide receiver on a throw from Dawson Getz. Instead, Zabel couldn't do anything with it. Had to kick it back out top. He was too far underneath the basket on the baseline. Olson now will throw it down low. Zabel is going to get called for the offensive foul. And setting that one was Rabine. That Zabel will pick up the foul and the turnover with 4:44 to go here in the first quarter. Second team foul by the Governors. Second turnover of the ball game by the Governors. Pierre leads at 4-3 in the American Family Insurance Brittany Schuffelbein scoreboard. And this will be Brody Torgerson checking in for Watertown. He's got the ball, the 5'9" senior. He'll throw it top of the key. It's picked up by Will Engstrom, who's also checked in for Watertown. A couple of subs in for the Arrows. Now it's the top for Cohen Crayons, left side back for Engstrom. He drives in, sidesteps and around. Dawson gets to get the bucket to make it a 5-4 lead. And Will Engstrom's got the second buckets for the Watertown Arrows, and they're back on top by 1 as we near the midway point of this first quarter. Tying bus for Jed Zabel. That one about as he spin moves around, went behind his back, spin move between two defenders, and Zabel lays off the glass. And the Governors are up 6-5. Zabel's got 4 here in the first quarter. It is at the top of the key. Crayons left side for Engstrom. He'll pump fake. Now to be taken over for Beauchamp on the right side. It is left open for 3 was Rabine, but he's not going to take it. Now it's back for Engstrom. Right side again for Beauchamp. 8 seconds to go on the shot clock. 3:25 left to go in the quarter. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Driving in. The shot rejected. It's going to be grabbed by Olsen. And Olsen nearly had carried the ball, but Crayon's shot rejected by Dawson Getz. And the Governors can try to extend their lead past 1. Olsen drives in. Kicks it over for Kaiser, but he couldn't handle the tough pass from Olsen. And the third turnover by the Governors here in the first quarter with 3:05 remaining. Cooper Twilliger checks in for Dawson Getz. First sub for the Governors off the bench. Crayons and Rabine will check out. So Torgerson, along with now Dylan Rodden, who's back in the game. He's got Engstrom along with Olsen. And there is going to be now a running shot that's missed by Rodden, gets his own rebound, and the putback is good for Dylan Rodden. And it's now a 7-6 lead for Watertown with 2:40 to go here in the first quarter. That pass is tipped off of Twilliger's hands, grabbed by Olsen though, Luke Olsen. He drives all the way into the baseline for Zabel, splits 2 defenders, now back out top for Kaiser. Free throw line jumper fadeaway is good for Cade Kaiser. And Kaiser's got his first points of the night. 8-7 lead for the Governors with 2:20 to go in the first quarter. Olsen tried to drive on Twilliger. He was able to cut him off. Now Engstrom will drive all the way in as he got Zabel faked out. And Will Engstrom has got 4 points off the bench. And a 9-8 lead now for Watertown. Luke Olsen trying to draw the foul as he was driving on Torgerson, who was leaning on him the whole time, trying to back away from him. Now Bus will drive for Kaiser on the left wing. Now for Zabel, trying to get back for Kaiser, and he is fouled on the catch inside. And that's just the second Watertown foul with 1:54 to go here in the first quarter. Miles Doyle will check in for Jed Zabel. As a foul committed by Peyton Busker, I believe. And Busker will pick up his first foul as Terwilliger catch the inbound pass. And now here is Miles Doyle. Right side for Tyne Bus. Now Luke Olsen, bounce pass as the ball is bouncing off of a couple of hands, and it'll stay with the Governors as it was last touched by Cohen Crayons. As Dawson Getz will now check in for Cade Kaiser. Luke Olsen's the only guy that has stayed in for this entire first quarter for the Governors with 1:43 to go. Inbound pass, Twilliger was open. He is fouled on the shots, and he will step to the line, as that will be a foul committed by Dylan Rodden, the third Watertown Arrow foul. And Cooper Twilliger is at the free throw line. We'll have our first free throws of the entire night coming up. Twilliger's first free throw is good. The Governors have tied the game up 9-9 on the American Family Insurance Brittany Schoffelbein scoreboard. Beauchamp will check back in for Will Engstrom. And the 6'5 freshman Twilliger, second free throw attempts. That one rattles off, and the rebound will be grabbed by Watertown. And Cohen Crayons. On the left side, it is going to be for Rodden. Top of the key, working right side now for Watertown. Tied 9-9. Back out top for Rodden as he goes to work on Olsen. Crosses him over. Free throw line jumpers buried by Dylan Rodden. And Watertown's back up by 2, 11-9, with 1:15 to go here in the first quarter. Miles Doyle with no pressure on him. He'll walk it across the timeline. Out top for Luke Olsen. Stands between the circles at midcourt. As Olsen drives all the way to the bucket. High off the glass, missed the shot. Terwilliger had the rebound, lost it. Olsen picked it up, and just outside the left block was able to put the baby hook in. And Luke Olsen's got 4 here in the quarter, and we're tied back up at 11. And a foul by Tyan Buss. A hand check on Tyan Buss, his first foul, the Governor third team foul with 49 seconds to go here in the first quarter. Sawyer Sunshine will check in for Tyan Buss. Also have Marcus Rabine that will check back in for the Watertown Arrows. Sideline inbound in front of the Governor bench, left side of your radio dial. Left wing here for Watertown, 49 seconds to go, 14 seconds between shot clock and game clock. Rodden works it to the top. He'll hand off for Rabine. We'll give it right back over to Rodden, who will reset the offense. Now it's back for Rabine beyond the arc. Now Rodden will catch. There's a 3 for the left wing. That's missed too strong, but the rebound's grabbed and the putback is good. That one's going to be by Beauchamp. And it's 13-11 with 20 seconds to go here in the first quarter. Luke Olsen trying to create separation before the 5-second count starts. Olsen, he is fouled by Jake Olsen. I believe it's going to be Jake Olsen. It is that Jake Olsen that will foul him. It's a 4th Watertown foul with 10.1 to go. So if there is another foul with only 10 seconds left, regardless of the shooting foul, the Governors will shoot. However, they're going to back away. Olsen will walk it up with 6 seconds to go. He'll just pull it for 3. Buries the 3. They gave him too much separation. Final seconds, a 3 is going to be offline from Rodden. And Luke Olsen gives the Governors a 1-point lead at the end of the first quarter. They backed away with the 4 team fouls. And then Luke Olsen said, if you're going to give me that much room, I'm going to bury a 3 in your face. And, well, he couldn't bury a 3 in the face because nobody was in his face. The Governors take a 14-13 lead at the end of the first quarter behind Luke Olsen's 7 points. 14-13, the American Family Insurance Brittany Shuffle by scoreboard. Back in a minute. You're listening to Pierre Governor Basketball on KCCR. Watching it on YouTube at KCCR Sports.
Look, it's no secret that owning a vehicle can cause a lot of stress, and they get a lot of wear and tear on them through the extreme seasons we've grown to love. Graham Tire wants you to know that you can trust them with any problem that you have with your vehicle. Their ASE certified mechanics can make your AC cool again, or even just change your oil. They can look into and fix those noises that seem to come from nowhere and have you stressed out. Bring your car to Graham Tire so they can put your mind at ease. Graham Tire, your tire store next door.
We can look back at the game and see how we came to our position. This is Pastor Sam from Faith Lutheran Church. We can also look back at our lives and see how we got to where we are today. If you're in a tough spot or if things are going great, I encourage you to try this approach. Call a timeout. Get some advice from the best possible coach, from your loving God. Join us at Faith Lutheran Church for worship, where you'll hear God's plan for the game.
We're Faith Lutheran and we are glad you're here.
Start of the second quarter, Pierre Governors up by 1 right now. As that 3 ball is up from Dawson Getz. Jets able to grab the offensive rebound. Now it's Kate Kaiser for Cooper Terwilliger on the left block as he drives the drive on Rabine. Kicks to the corner for Sunshine. One-handed pass for Getz underneath. He's going to find somebody to pass it to and escape the key. He does, as Kaiser now will pull up for a left elbow jumper. Rolls off. Terwilliger on the offensive board. The putback is good. And make that Cooper Terwilliger gets his first buckets of the evening as he's got the Governors up by 3. Rabine will try and tie. That's off. That's a foul push in the back on the rebound from Jake Olsen. And the Governors will get the ball back with 7:13 to go. And there's your first team foul of the second quarter by the Watertown Arrows. As a great recovery by Cooper Terwilliger to grab the board. And the putback to get his first field goal is he's now got 3 points. And the Governors have a 3-point advantage. We can get ourselves a 2-possession game here on this possession for the Governors, which has not been the case. And Sawyer Sunshine unable to get it across midcourt as he was right at the timeline but couldn't step across. And a turnover by the Governors, their 4th of this first half. As Luke Olsen will check in for Kate Kaiser. Inbound pass here for Dylan Rodden. And the Arrows can cut the lead to 1 or tie it up on this possession. Down by 3 right now here early on the second quarter. It'll be a 3 that's up by Crayons. That's off left side. Rebound is going to be grabbed by Terwilliger, who outlets it up ahead for Luke Olson. Olson on the left side as he starts to drive. Gives way for Zabel, drives in, left hand put-up shot is good for Jet Zabel as he was floating his way into the paint, and 6 points now for Zabel. And it's 18-13, the Governors up by 5. On the right wing, that pass will go to the right elbow, right block, working to the left side, turning back with it, and a shot will fall for Beauchamp, who's now got 7. And it's 18-15. Governors still up by 3. They had that 2-possession lead for the first time in a ball game. Here's Getz, who steps back on the right wing, now gives way for Olson. Luke Olson with the head fake, kicks it to the corner for Dawson Getz. Now Terwilliger, Olson top of the key again with 5:50 to go here in the second quarter. It's a screen from Zabel. Pick and roll. Free throw line jumper is missed by Zabel, and the rebound will be grabbed by Cohen Krantz. And again, Watertown can tie or pull within 1 in this possession. Driving all the way to the bucket, losing the handle of it, turning the ball over was Engstrom. Now Zabel goes the other way, and he will travel as he had stopped, trying to pivot and turn, but that foot started to slide a little bit with him. And the Governors will turn the ball over for the 5th time here tonight. 5:30 remaining here in the second quarter. It's still an 18-15 lead. Ty and Bus will check in for Sawyer Sunshine. 5.5 remaining here in quarter number 2. It'll be Dylan Rodden, who will pass it over on the right side for Engstrom. Now left wing underneath the bucket. Good pump fake and a shot and a foul as Engstrom got Dawson Getz up in the air. And Getz will pick up his first foul, and Engstrom will go to the free throw line. First foul committed in the second quarter by the Governors. Engstrom, who's got 4 points, the 15 so far for the Arrows, will miss the first free throw as that one rolled all the way in and out. 5:12 remaining here in the second quarter. And they'll change both guys from the free throw line, and it will be a second free throw that's good for Engstrom. And the Arrows will get a chance to get in the press after the made free throw, but not a whole lot of sustained pressure in the backcourt. Kaiser easily works it across the timeline. Ty and Bus on the right side here for the Governors. Olson back for Bus. He's open for 3. He'll pump fake. Now he'll kick it to the baseline for Zabel. Back out, skip pass for Olson. Drives in left side with the right hand off the glass. Got it to fall. And Luke Olson makes it a 4-point lead again. He's got 9, 20-16. Governors are up by 4. 4:40 remaining here in the second quarter. You listen to KCCR Pierre Riverfront Broadcasting Station. On the right side, into the corner, into the baseline. That ball is poked away by Olson, but it's grabbed back again by Arrows. And then a pass tipped right in the hands, and a baseline jumper falls for Rabine. His first buckets. And Marcus Rabine makes it 20-18. And there's a foul beyond the three-point arc as Luke Olson starting to make a move around the left side of Dylan Rodden. And Rodden will pick up his second foul and the second team foul. Dawson Getz will take a seat. Miles Doyle will check back in here for the Governors, as Cade Kaiser will inbound for Olson. So Pierre has just a 2-point lead. Their largest is 5. As the pass for Zabel too far away from him, it was tipped and then stolen away. And now about top, Watertown can tie or take the lead. His pass goes all the way around. It'll be a 3 and the lead. That one's too strong coming from Torgerson. And then a foul committed on the rebound as Doyle picked it up. But he is fouled by Beauchamp. The third team foul by Watertown here in the second quarter. 3:45 to go. Beauchamp's first personal foul. This is Ty and Bus here for the Governors across midcourt. Hands off for Doyle. Doyle to the right side for Olson. He'll drive in. He'll stutter step. He's got 3 defenders around him. Throws it back out top, tipped by Zabel. Grabbed it, now it's Buss. He'll drive in. Try to feed it along. He had the nice look to Olsen, but it was not caught cleanly by Olsen, and we get a whistle with 3:22 to go. So with 3:20 remaining here in the second quarter, again, Watertown can take the lead with a made bucket. This will be around the screen and nearly a travel, but instead a kick out for 3. That's missed again by Peyton Busker. And again, Watertown had a couple of looks now, back-to-back possessions where they missed a 3 where they could have had the lead with the made shot. Under 3 to go here in the second quarter. Luke Olsen at the point here for the Govs. He'll drive left side. Gets a little bit of a cushion for the defender. Kaiser on the pass, missed the shot. Rebound's going to be grabbed by Engstrom. And then Olsen had nearly taken the ball away, had pretty much taken the ball away from Engstrom, and then got called for the foul. And Olsen will pick up his first, the second team foul by the Governors here in the second quarter. And Will Engstrom, I think, got bailed out there because that one looked like Olsen had it cleanly, was about to have it cleanly, but then got called for the foul. 2:35 left to go, still a 2-point game. Both these teams have struggled to score here in the second quarter. It is 6-6 in the second quarter, 20-18. Make that 6-5. There's a travel committed by Engstrom. Well, that helps out the Governors, although Olsen would say, I'd like to have the foul back if that would be a makeup call, but Luke Olsen did pick up that first foul. 2:20 remaining now here in the second quarter. Governors still lead at 20-18. Olsen will hand off for Kaiser on the left side. It is Zabel to the baseline, top of the key for Olsen. Thought about a quick pass, now he'll drive, spin move in the paint. That shot rolls off the rim. It's tipped by Doyle, but then grabbed by Remind. And again, Watertown can take the lead, although that pass is going to be stolen away. Here is Miles Doyle with the easy left-handed layup, and a good job by Doyle to read the pass, and the Governors are up by 4, 22-18. Third turnover of the quarter by Watertown. Doyle will pick up the steal and the bucket. 1:40 remaining here in the second quarter. That 3 is missed by Engstrom. And Watertown has gone cold here in the second quarter. They put up a lot of three-point attempts here in this second. 90 seconds to go here in the half. Olsen will drive, got up in the air, lost the handle of the ball, was able to pass it over for Kaiser, who knocks down a jumper from the baseline, and the Govs have their largest lead, now at 24-18. Might have got a little bit of a push, too, on when he shot the ball. Might have had a word or two for the Watertown bench. I don't know if he really did or not, but he kind of looked at the bench for a moment. 1:05 to go here in the second quarter. 15 seconds remaining on the shot clock. On the right side, and pass underneath. Comes back out top. And a 3-ball put up by Crayons. That one's offline, back iron. Rebound's going to be grabbed by Olsen. 50 seconds to go here in the second quarter. The Governors can extend this lead to a possible 8 or 9. And they could go 2 for 1 if they go quickly. However, it's only 40 seconds remaining. They've got to go very fast now, as Buss will turn with the free throw line jumper that's missed. And it pretty much turn the shot clock off. There is less than a second between the difference between shot clock and game clock. It's actually, you get to see the 24 before the game clock goes down under the second before the shot clock does. So with 16 seconds to go, Watertown can hold for the final shot, and maybe they can cut the lead in half, cut the deficit in half. Down to 8 seconds remaining here in the quarter. Krantz, he'll go to the corner. Driving in, pass goes back out. A shot up inside the three-point arc, and the shot is good at the buzzer by Brody Torgerson. And it is a 24-20 lead at the break for the Pierre Governors. So they only scored 10 points in the second, but they hold Watertown to just 7 in the second quarter. And we'll take a 24-20 lead at the break on the American Family Insurance Brittany Shuffle by scoreboard. We will step aside and come back with halftime stats. You're listening to Pierre Governor Basketball on KCCR. Watching it on YouTube at KCCR Sports.
Wondering what to do with the pivot and run and drive? B&B Equipment will get you covered. Wanting to put something down the ground? B&B Equipment will put a hole in your project. Need to even up that property? B&B Equipment can fill that need. B&B Equipment can deliver all your gravel and material needs. B&B Equipment is here for all your excavation needs. Contact B&B Equipment, 224-6727. A contractor here for you. That is B&B Equipment, 224-6727.
Why am I so sore? There are everyday moments.
What? Hey, hold the ladder!
Yeah, that hurt. And there are moments.
Got it! Less than 1995!
When a moment creates a health need, visit the experts at Avera Orthopedics. We're moving health forward so you can tell the story. Learn more at avera.org/orthopedics.
Capital City Ford Lincoln Toyota is serving the central South Dakota community and beyond with a great selection of used vehicles. Local trades and program vehicles are available. New Toyotas and new Fords are arriving and selling before they even hit the lot. So don't wait. Stop in and find out what's coming. If you've been thinking about ordering a new Ford, stop in and sit down with one of our sales specialists today. Capital City Ford Lincoln Toyota at 518 East Sioux Avenue in Pierre. Call 605-224-7378 and visit capitalcityfordtoyota.com.
At Shane's Pharmacy, your health care is important, and Shane wants to be the pharmacist to take care of you. Shane's Pharmacy will make sure your prescriptions are filled in a timely manner. They will answer your questions, and they will even deliver to your home or office. Call 223-9200. Shane's Pharmacy, the pharmacy you know and trust. The number again is 223-9200. Shane's Pharmacy in Fort Pierre, proud to support high school athletics.
Most of us already know that Gale's Gas of Pierre is the place to call for propane. They offer an automatic fill plan so you never have to worry about running out of propane. They accept debit and credit payments or a budget payment plan to spread out the cost throughout the year so you never have surprises when you get your bill. For delivery, convenience, and great customer service, call Gale's Gas at 224-5518. That's Gale's Gas at 224-5518.
Have you ever wondered what the benefits are of becoming a Wahi Federal Credit Union member? At Wahi Federal Credit Union, we reinvest profits in you. We do this in the form of lower interest rates, higher dividends, and low to no fees. So come check us out or come in at 221 East Pleasant Drive in Pierre, because at Wahi Federal Credit Union, we treat our members like they own the place because, well, they do. Wahi Federal Credit Union.
As we welcome you back here, as we are into the first half, the end of the first half, the Pierre Governors have a 24-20 lead in the American Family Insurance Pregame Shuffle by scoreboard. As we run through the stats, the Governors turned the ball over 7 times to Watertown's 4 turnovers. When we look at the scoring for first, the leading Pierre Governors, it is 9 points for Luke Olson, who leads all scorers right now. 6 for Jed Zabel, 4 for Cade Kaiser, 2 for Miles Doyle, and 3 for Cooper Twilliger. Twilliger went 1 for 2 from the free throw line, the only 2 free throws shots in that first half for the Pierre Governors, and 2 of only 4 free throws shot in the entire first half across the entire board for either team, because it was 1 for 2 from the line for Will Engstrom as well, so both teams shooting 1 for 2 from the line in that first half. For the Watertown Arrows, it is Caden Beauchamp with 7 points so far. 5 for Will Engstrom and 4 for Dylan Rodden. 2 for Marcus Rabine and 2 for Brody Torgerson, who made that shot at the buzzer to pull the Arrows within 4 at 24-20. It was 14-13 at the end of the first quarter. Thought maybe, well, okay, we're going to see closer to a 30 to 25-point lead, something around there, but it was only 10-7 in the second quarter between these two teams. But the Governors have a 24-20 lead at the end of the first half, and they looked good throughout that first half. Didn't get the shots to fall in that second quarter. Kind of went on a streak there towards the end of that second quarter to pick up their lead all the way up to 6, and had a chance to maybe make it to 8, but then they turned the ball over, and then it was Torgerson to make the bucket at the end of that second quarter to make it 24-20 at the end of the first half. Pierre Governors, though, are on top by 4 at the end of 2 quarters. Back with the third quarter after this in 3 minutes here on KCCR. You're watching it on YouTube at KCCR Sports.
When you're looking for quality trash pickup services, look no further than Envirotech. 6 days a week, their trucks are on the road picking up trash, even holidays. They're also the place to contact for recycling services. Their friendly, professional staff is ready to assist with weekly pickups or even special pickups. Check out the website at envirotechwaste.com. Envirotech is locally operated. Call 224-4804. Envirotech Waste Services in Pierre, proud to support high school athletics.
Insurance. We all need it to protect our homes, health, businesses, and belongings. But having adequate coverage is just the beginning. You also need the support of professionals who stand by your side to protect what's important to you. Fisher Rounds & Associates combines the coverage you want with the commitment you need. Fisher Rounds & Associates. At your service, at your side. Offices in Pierre, Mitchell, Watertown, Sioux Falls, and Rapid City.
Vertical Electric has a long history of doing electrical work the right way. Economical service, professional work, and customer satisfaction is why they can say that. Vertical Electric can do residential, farm, and commercial projects. Doesn't matter if they are charged with new construction or a remodel project, they get it conducted. Contact the staff at Vertical Electric at 224-8684. They can light a spark into your next project. Vertical Electric, 224-8684.
At Anderson Rumsa Dental, we want to change the way your family views the dentist. Let us replace your dread of the chair with personal service in a friendly and inviting atmosphere. Using state-of-the-art technology, we offer porcelain crowns completed in 1 day, saving you time and money. Anderson Rumsa Dental, located at 1521 North Harrison Avenue in Pierre. Experience dental procedures performed while you're in a deeply relaxed state, often with no recollection of the time passed. Anderson Rumsa Dental. Call us today at 605-224-6111. That's 605-224-6111. We all have had to fix little things. Loose screw? Get a screwdriver. Nail coming up? Find a hammer. Bolt coming loose? Get some wrenches. Sometimes these little things tend to make us think we can fix big things. Plug drain? Call Allied Plumbing. Water heater leaking? Call Allied Plumbing. Sewer backed up? Trust me, leave it to the professionals and rely on your ally. Call Allied Plumbing. With 75 years of combined experience, it speaks for itself. Allied Plumbing, 494-2001.
Every day, you share personal information about yourself with others. You may write a check, charge fuel, rent a car, mail your tax returns, schedule a doctor's appointment, or post something on social media. Each transaction may share some sort of personal information, such as bank and credit card account numbers, social security number, name, address, or phone number. There are unscrupulous individuals, identity thieves, targeting these routine transactions, trying to gain your information to commit fraud. If you think somebody has stolen your identity, contact Consumer Protection at 1-800-300-1986.
And as we welcome you back here, we are getting set for the third quarter. And it's a 24-20 lead of American Family Insurance. Brittany Schoffelbein scoreboard. Coming up after we get done here tonight, 8 o'clock is set for the bowl game tonight between Marshall and University of Texas San Antonio. And we'll have coverage of that. It's an 8 o'clock kickoff. We'll join that either in progress or at 8 o'clock, whichever comes first. I guess whichever comes maybe second. I don't know. Either way, we'll join in progress if we're not done with Pierre Governor basketball at 8 o'clock. We'll join in progress once we get done here with the game tonight. But the Governors are looking to pick up the win here this evening. They're up 24-20 at the end of 2 quarters and start the third. And going into the rest of this week, we'll have the NFL on Thursday. We've got another bowl game Friday. Plenty of bowl games and football on Saturday, of college football and the NFL. We'll have a Prairie Christmas on Sunday afternoon starting at noon, and it will be going until noon on Monday when we've got the 3 NFL games on Christmas Day on KCCR. And, of course, the following Saturday, December 30th, it'll be a busy day here on KCCR because we'll have college football, followed by Pierre Governor girls basketball, and then followed by a little bit more college football, and then followed by the NFL, as we'll have the Cowboys and Lions game on that Saturday night. And we'll have the Pierre Governor girls basketball game Saturday afternoon, as the Govs will take on the Bismarck Demons from Pierre High School, as the Governor's Cup will go into its 3rd year of returning since like 2002, I believe it was, when they had stopped playing. And then going into 2023, their third year of doing the Governor's Cup. So we are set, ready to roll. We are underway in the third quarter. Watertown gets the first possession as they're down by just 4 points on the American Family Insurance Brittany Schuffelbein scoreboard. Dylan Rodden will throw it to the top of the key for Marcus Rabine. On the left wing, it is going to be for Rodden again. He'll drive all the way, try to put that right-handed layup up and hit the bottom of the backboard. The rebound's grabbed by Zabel, and the Governors will kick it over for Getz for three. His first three is a big one. The Governors are up by a touchdown, 27-20. Dawson Getz, the birthday boy, his first buckets of the night. It is Rabine that will hand off now for Cohen Krantz. Bounce pass for Jake Olson. Goes underneath for Rabine. He'll turn with it. Bounce pass again to the corner. Ball is kicked accidentally by Beauchamp away from him. Then Olson will turn with a three. That's too strong of a shot. Weak side rebound for Getz. Allison up to Olson. Cross court for Buss, who will stop and give it back out top for Getz. Kaiser to a cutting Olson on the right baseline. He'll take one dribble, goes underneath, and with the left hand, he left it on the bottom of the rim, and the rebound's grabbed by the Arrows. Down by 7 right now, as Rodden will step at the free throw line. Almost got the contact with the foul from Zabel, but a three ball is knocked in by Cohen Krantz. Krantz is on the score sheet, and it's 27-23. They've almost got half their points here on one made shots in this third quarter. And then Buss will pull up for three, but he would traveled before the shot attempt, and it will be a turnover back to the Watertown Arrows, 8th of the ball game for the Governors, with 6:20 to go here in the third quarter. Handoff for Jake Olson as the Arrows are trying to cut this lead in half and cut it to a single possession. Krantz, that backdoor feed, and wide open was Jake Olson. The Governors trying to take the ball away from Beauchamp, but Jake Olson was on the backdoor feed. Ball was not taken away from Beauchamp, and now they've cut the deficit to just 2. And then a pass from Kaiser is going to be intercepted by Krantz. They'll drive on Buss, a blocking foul committed, and it will be free throws for Cohen Krantz and a chance to tie it up. And Buss will pick up his second foul, and the first team foul here in the third quarter by the Governors. 5 quick points for the Arrows, but they don't get the 6 in a row quite yet as Krantz misses the first free throw attempt. He's now 1 for 3 in the ball game. And the second free throw here from Krantz, quickly, that one hits the front of the rim, dives in the back rim and falls through. And the lead is trimmed to 1. 27-26. Governors lead it by 1 on the American Family Insurance Brittany Schuffelbein scoreboard. Luke Olson at the top here for the Governors. Left side for Ty and Buss. Now back for Olson at the top of the key. Pass to the right side. Kaiser, that's off of his hands. Another turnover. And the Governors and Coach Kusler might be looking at taking a timeout here to try and settle the Governors down, who have turned the ball over into their last 3 possessions and missed a gimme bucket as well. And Watertown has a chance to retake the lead. Kusler will let things continue. And it will be a handoff for the Watertown Arrows. Engstrom gives it back for Krantz. Nearly lost the ball, back over for Engstrom. He'll get to the free throw line, but he is fouled by Olson, who hit him on the arm. And that's going to be the second foul committed by Luke Olson and the second team foul by the Governors. And it will be Dylan Rodden that will check in. Or excuse me, will throw the ball in for Engstrom. And now Engstrom hands back for Rodden, who drives all the way around, up and under, right-handed layup off the glass, got it to go. And it's a 1-point lead now for the Watertown Arrows, 28-27. They've scored 8 in a row here for Watertown. 8-0 run to give them the lead. Underneath, Zabel is wide open, backdoor cut, and Beauchamp never saw him cut to the basket. Zabel's now got 8, trying to be the first man in double figures for either side. This will be a 3 from Rodden. That will hit the wiring above the backboard. It goes out of play, and a throw in here for the Governors. Does not go down as a turnover, but it is given back to Pierre. Jake Olson will check in. Torgerson will also check in for Watertown. As Dawson gets, now we'll throw it in here for Luke Olson. Olsen for the Governors in the backcourt. He'll drive across to the front courts, trying to force a foul on Rodden. Now it's Terwilliger, who will back down on Jake Olsen. As he started to fall, he was trying to get rid of the ball. Jake Olsen backed away enough where Terwilliger lost his balance and turned the ball over. So it's another turnover by the Governors, their 4th of the quarter, 11th of the ball game right now. Rodden here for Jake Olsen. 4:15 to go here in the second quarter. Make that the third quarter. On the left side, it's going to be picked up. It is a layup from Rodden, left it short, and Zabel will grab the rebound. Zabel started to take it up the floor, but he handed off for Ty and Buss. With under 4 to go now here in the third. Halfway through this third quarter. Pass deflected. Buss will get it back, and now it's going to be Dawson Getz, who will drive the left hand, floats up with the right hand, missed the shot. It was short, and Jake Olsen will get the rebound. Governors have to get back defensively, although Olsen took the ball away from Jake Olsen. So it's now going to be Jed Zabel with the left hand. That shot rejected by Jake Olsen. Back for Getz, who pulls up for 3. That one's missed, and the rebound's going to be grabbed by Torgerson. He'll go up ahead for Jake Olsen on the right side. Bounce pass now for Beauchamp. Defended by Terwilliger. Beauchamp, right-handed hook, and got that one to roll through. And Beauchamp makes it a 1-point game. 9 points now for the Arrow big man, Beauchamp. It is Olsen that will drive. Right hand, layup is good, and a foul. He got the contact, got the shot to fall, and Olsen's to the free throw line for the first time tonight. He's got 9 points. As a foul committed by Jake Olsen, his third. And Ty and Buss will check back. Ty and Buss will check out for the Governors. Kate Kaiser is back in, and Marcus Rabine will check in for Will Engstrom. Olsen now with a team-high 11 points. Second free throw is good. And it's 32-30. Governors are back up by 2 with 3 minutes to go here in the third quarter. Out the top for Jake Olsen for 3. Buries it, and Watertown's back up by 1. Jake Olsen's first 3. 5 points here in the third quarter for Olsen. All 5 in this third quarter. 2:45 to go, and a timeout will be taken by Coach Brianna Kusler. 33-32, Watertown leads it by 1 with 2:45 to go here in the third quarter. We'll keep it here on KCCR and on YouTube at KCCR Sports. Governors are a little slow. I wouldn't even say a little slow in this third quarter. This has been a good pace to these two teams in this third quarter, but that 8-0 run by Watertown is a big difference of why this Arrow team's got the lead with 2:45 to go in the third quarter. Take away that 8-0 run, they just maybe cut it right in half. Governors still have a 2-possession lead, or at least a 3-point lead with the ball right now, but that 8-0 run has been a difference in this third quarter. It was 27-20, and since then it's now 33-32 for Watertown as we come out of the timeouts, and the Governors will inbound. Cade Kaiser will inbound it for Luke Olsen with 20 seconds to go on the shot clock. And this will be a foul committed by Brody Torgerson. And that's the first foul committed by Torgerson with 2:39 to go here in the third quarter. Fresh 35 upcoming for the Governors. Trying to retake the lead on this possession. Olsen gets caught into a double team, trying to get out of it. The pass goes off the leg of Rabine, and then Getz, as he was falling to the ground, was able to get the pass over for Olsen. Kranz helped him up. He helped up Dawson Getz back up, and now Olsen to the basket. That shot rejected. It's grabbed by the Arrows. And then nearly lost the ball was Torgerson. He'll hand it back off. Now back out top, Torgerson will look to the left side as Kranz will drive to the baseline. A jumper is an air ball, and it's rebounded by Getz. Busker too strong on that wide open baseline jumper from about 6 feet away. He shot it about 8 feet, and an easy rebound for Dawson Getz. 1:50 to go here in the third quarter. Olsen nearly had the ball knocked away from him. Now grabs it back and gives it for Getz on the right side. Free throw line for Terwilliger, underneath for Zabel. Strong with it, off the glass and in. Jed Zabel showing his power underneath. He's now got 10, and the Governors are back up by 1, 34-33. Olsen pump fakes a 3, drives in. That shot missed. He left it short, and Luke Olsen will grab the rebound. 1:20 to go here in the third quarter. Olsen will back up. The Governors can take their time here, get the offense set up. Got the 1-point lead as Kate Kaiser will catch on the right side. Kaiser will look on the right wing. Gets the screen from Terwilliger, rolled off it, couldn't drive to it. Now Zabel will drive, but he left that one short. Left-handed layup. Zabel trying to get the back steal and pick the pockets, but it's going to be now driving all the way to the bucket. Shots missed by Kranz, and the rebound's grabbed by Zabel, who hands off to Olsen with 43 seconds to go. 14 seconds between shot clock and game clock. Olsen to the left side for Dawson Getz. It is now Zabel on the left side. Back out for Olsen at the top of the key. Down to 12 to go on the shot clock. Goes the opposite way of the screen, drives left side to his right hand, bounces off the rim, and it's going to be a foul committed by Terwilliger on the rebound. And it will be the first by Cooper Terwilliger. And it will be the third team foul with 20.5 to go here in the third quarter. So there is no shot clock. It is going to be an opportunity for Rodden. He'll take it across the timeline. Watertown could hold for the final shot. We've had two buzzer beaters in this first and second quarter, one from each team. That one's dribbled off the foot of Rodden and a turnover. And Rodden, with Sawyer Sunshine defending him, just dribbled off his foot and turns it over with 7.1 to go. Busker will check in for Jake Olsen, who does not want to pick up his third foul. And now Terwilliger is starting to check in. Dawson Getz will check in for Jet Zabel. And Brevin Kaiser grabbed Terwilliger, said, no, we want Dawson Getz in. Down to 6 seconds to go. Kate Kaiser will catch the pass. He's down to 3 seconds. Kaiser will drive. A shot at the buzzer is going to be missed. And that's where we end the third quarter. Watertown outscores Pierre 13-10 in the third, but the Governors still have a 1-point lead, 34-33 as we head to the fourth. Back in a minute. Back in a minute. You're listening to Pierre Governor Basketball on KCCR. Watching it on YouTube at KCCR Sports.
Building a home. It's the biggest investment most of us make in a lifetime. Not to mention, it's a decision that, well, you pretty much live with day and night. The quality of the workmanship stares back at you like a reflection. It also affects the value of your investment. Choosing the right contractor is critical. Kruger Contracting is that contractor. Call 222-2523. Quality workmanship and materials completed on time. Kruger Contracting. In a word, quality. Call 222-2523.
AGE Corporation's Contractors and Crane Service is a proud supporter of Pierre Governor Athletics. For almost 60 years, AGE has been building South Dakota. For all your site work construction and crane work needs this season, AGE is here to help. Give them a call. AGE Corporation and Crane Service, 223-2732. That's 223-2732. AGE, proud supporters of local sports.
It is 34-33 on the American Family Insurance Printing Shuffle by scoreboard as we welcome you in the fourth quarter with Jan Hanna back at the station. John Winkler here on this Tuesday night. Governors will get the ball to start this fourth quarter, leading by 1. And it is Luke Olsen to the top of the key for Jet Zabel. Right block for Kate Kaiser. Steps back, fadeaway shot is short. Rebound is tipped around. Sawyer Sunshine grabbed it. Back out. Olsen's wide open for 3. That one's missed. Weak side rebound will be grabbed by Beauchamp. Olsen had too much time for that open 3. And then there's going to be a foul committed. Driving was Rodden. And we'll see who the foul was committed by. If it was Kate Kaiser, I believe is going to be on Luke Olsen, which will be his third. Or would that be on Jet Zabel? There's an inbound pass, easy inbound pass. Beauchamp was wide open. And Beauchamp's now got 11, and Watertown's up by 1. It was on Luke Olsen on the foul. That's his third. So he's going to be careful here the rest of the way. And first Governor into foul trouble, and him and Jake Olson for Watertown have the 2-3 fouls. That pass is deflected. It's kicked by Olson. Grabbed by Kaiser Wrights at the sideline. Nearly traveled to keep it in play. Now Kaiser will drive. Got the separation, but the shot is rejected. And a well, not necessarily a turnover, but taken by the Arrows. Now a layup for Rodden. And a good job by Zabel to disrupt that shot. Didn't block him, but Rodden missed the layup. Went up the back iron. And it's still a 1-point lead in here for the Arrows. And Sawyer Sunshine will travel and turn it over. As turnover number 12 of the ball game for the Governors. As Bus will check in for Sunshine. Dylan Rodden will check in. It's now Beauchamp on the left side for Rodden. He'll drive. He lost his foot. There was no travel as Rodden just lost the ball. And a turnover. A wet spot on the floor as Rodden slipped and fell. And the Governors have the ball back and can take the lead back. Zabel with the left hand laid it up, missed the shot, rebounds tipped, and then gets his push, and there will be a foul. The referee closest to the ball didn't call it right away, but Cohen Kranz had a huge push on Dawson Getz in the back, and the referee in the baseline was able to make that call, and thankfully made that call, otherwise it would have been Watertown Arrow basketball. First team foul of the fourth quarter, then the Governors turned the ball right back over. The inbound pass was blocked by Rabine and then stolen away. And then Rodden will drive, kick it to the corner. Kranz for three, buried. Cohen Kranz makes it 38-34. 7 points now for Kranz. And Watertown has their largest lead, 38-34, with 5:50 to go here in the fourth quarter. Olson is fouled by Rodden, who tried to get over in that position, didn't get over quick enough, gets called for the blocking foul. And it is the third foul now by Rodden. And it is a second team foul by Watertown. We've not hit the bonus in either of these four quarters. Luke Olson will drive all the way in. Shot will be missed. And then a foul committed. You hope that's on Jet Zabel, not on Luke Olson. Because if it's on Olson, and it is, that's his fourth foul. So he's picked up his fourth and has to come out, because Cooper Twilliger will check in for him, and Olson's got 4 fouls now, and he's in danger of fouling out, so he's got to sit some time on the bench with 5.5 to go. He probably maybe 2.5 minutes or so before you put him back out there. Depends on how this next 2.5 minutes go for the Governors. Jake Olson on the left wing into the corner. Now back out top. Beauchamp right side driving in. Cohen Kranz nearly traveled, gets it back out for three. That's missed off the right side. Buss will grab the rebound off the Rodden miss. Buss will work into the front court. He had a chance to step into rhythm for three. Did not take it. Wise decision by Buss. Fakes the pass to the right side, now given for Getz in the left wing. Top of the key for the free throw line for Zabel. Back out for Getz. He'll drive baseline, kicks it back out of the wing for Zabel. Back out right side. Buss for a long three, buried. Tyan Buss, his first three of the ball game, first points of the night. Pulls the Governors within one. Kranz out for Beauchamp for three. Can't answer back. Zabel couldn't get the rebound. It's grabbed by Rabine. Ball's on the floor and Zabel will pick it up. Turnover by the Watertown Arrows. Zabel, Kaiser, jumper too strong. Governors had a chance to take the lead on that shot, but Kaiser was well too strong on it. Rodden leaves it, baseline, stepping out of bounds is Rabine. And another turnover by the Watertown Arrows. They're up to 9 turnovers, 3 in this quarter. So it's a 1-point lead. Still here for the Watertown Arrows, and both these teams have given the other team a chance to extend either the lead or take the lead. And Buss will catch the inbound pass here for the Governors. Buss across midcourt will hand off for Zabel at the top of the key. Left side, it's now going to be from Getz to Kaiser. Now Zabel, tough shot off the glass, missed it. The rebound put back is missed again. Zabel another offensive board, and then is blocked by Beauchamp. 3 chances for Zabel on that end. All 3 of them missed, including the block at the end. 3:40 to go here in the fourth quarter. Governor still down by 1. On the left side, it is Rodden, the give back at the top of the key. Right wing now for Beauchamp. Beauchamp will drive. He'll kick it. To the corner it comes. It's now going to be at the top of the key for Cohen Krantz. Right side for Beauchamp. He'll drive in. Lays off the glass. Too strong on his own rebound. The putback is also missed. It's going to be a rebound, a tie-up. We've got a jump ball. The fans of Watertown yelling for a foul. They're not going to get the foul called, and it will stay with Watertown. A fresh 35 with 3:13 to go here in the fourth quarter. Dylan Rodden will inbound, but we get a timeout taken first. 3:13 to go here in the fourth quarter. Back in 30 seconds. Governor's down by 1, 38-37. You're listening to Pierre Governor Basketball on KCCR. Watching it on YouTube at KCCR Sports.
At AgTegra, we're leveraging the power of the cooperative to benefit our farmers and ranchers, their families, and local communities. We're creating jobs for your neighbors and putting money back into our communities. We're lending a hand in our rural fire departments, food banks, and 4-H and FFA programs. That's what local is all about. When you do business at AgTegra, you help us make a difference in your community. AgTegra, strong, stable, dependable, and local.
And we welcome you back. Here it is, a 38-37 lead on the American Family Insurance Brittany Schuffelbein scoreboard for the Watertown Arrows as we have 3:13 to go in the fourth quarter. We've got 2 different Governors in double figures. Luke Olson with 12 and Jet Zabel with 10. On the other side, it's 11 points for Caden Beauchamp, the only man in double figures for the Watertown Arrows overall. And that timeout was taken by the Watertown Arrows. It's a fresh 35 with 3:13 to go here in the fourth quarter. So on the inbound pass on the right baseline, it'll be a lob pass out for Dylan Rodden. Right side for Krantz. He starts to drive. We'll kick it back out left wing. Now again, it'll be taken by Beauchamp. Back on the right side again for Krantz. Under 3 minutes to go here in the fourth quarter. Governors are down by 1. It is Rodden. That will be left side 3 for Krantz. It's buried by Cohen Krantz. His second 3 of this fourth quarter. He's now got 10. And the Governors trail it by 4, 41-37. Luke Olson's back in the ball game. He's got 4 fouls. He's going to be very careful. Jet Zabel, his pass for Terwilliger. Takes 1 dribble in. Right-handed shot. Can't get it to fall, but he is fouled. And will go to the free throw line for 2, where he's 1 for 2 so far tonight. And the foul committed by Cohen Krantz is second. That is the 3rd team foul by Watertown here in the fourth quarter. And Terwilliger's first free throw is missed. Governors are now 2 for 4 from the free throw line. Much different than their trips to the line back where they went 22 of 25 on that Friday against Sturgis, and then continue to shoot the ball well on Saturday against Spearfish from the free throw line. Second free throw from Terwilliger is also missed, and the rebound is going to be grabbed by Watertown. Torgerson will get the rebound after it was tipped to him with 2:20 to go here in the fourth quarter. On the right side, it is Krantz. So look to attack on Getz. Instead, throw it left side for Olson. Olson will wait. He'll turn again, and finally lob it back out all the way near midcourt to be taken by Krantz. Down to 5 to go the shot clock. Krantz drove all the way to the basket, missed the shot. Rebounds grabbed by Zabel. 1:55 to go here in the fourth quarter. Governor still trailing by 4. Don't have to be in any kind of hurry. Terwilliger. He'll try and turn with it. Instead, kicks it over for Getz for 3. That's missed. Rebound is going to be a foul committed by Kate Kaiser as he got a push in the back, trying to go over the top of the defender. It's his second foul and the 3rd team foul. The Governors now have only just 2 fouls, have 1 more foul to give, which is good because they can still be aggressive here with 1:44 to go. But you're closing in on the fact that you don't have to foul 5 times to stop the clock if you have to put Watertown the free throw line. Now they need a stop right here, down by 2 possessions. Backdoor cut, and that one's going to be out of bounds, and Cohen Kranz will turn it over, looking for Beauchamp in a backdoor cut. Beauchamp wasn't ready for it. So it's now still a 4-point game with 90 seconds remaining here in the fourth quarter. Luke Olson drives. He'll spin in the lane, lost his footing. Zabel will give it back out for Getz. Now left side for Bus. 1:18 to go here in the fourth quarter. Getz to the top of the key. Pulls up for 3. Missed it short, and the rebound will be grabbed. And Watertown will slow things down. Again, the Governors don't have to foul yet. It's still a 2-possession game, but Watertown will try and take as much time off the clock as they need with now 1 minute to go here in the fourth quarter. Dawson Getz. They'll give it over. Now the Governors at this point do not want to foul right here away from the bucket. Well, there's only 10 to go on the shot clock, 48 left to go in the fourth quarter. Down to 8 seconds to go on the shot clock. Watertown taking all the time off the shot clock, driving, losing the ball. That's going to be out of bounds. Another turnover is off of Rodden. He turned the ball over, and a timeout will be taken by Coach Brianna Kusler with 39.8 to go. So now the Governors have to score, and then they're going to have to foul because there is not going to be enough time to get one more defensive stop and try and keep themselves in this ball game. So it is 41-37, 39.8 to go, back in 30 seconds. You're listening to Pierre Governor Basketball on KCCR, watching it on YouTube at KCCR Sports.
When you're in the need for high-quality replacement auto parts, look no further than Zander Auto Parts and Machine Shop in Pierre. Zander's has been servicing the capital city area for over 40 years. Their professional parts techs can get you the parts you need and get you back on the road. Stop by Zander Auto Parts and Machine Shop at 500 West Sioux Avenue in Pierre or call 224-9221. Zander's, your locally owned independent auto parts store, 500 West Sioux in Pierre. Go Govs!
It is 41-37 on the American Family Insurance Brittany Schuffelbein scoreboard, and the Governors are down by 4, and they need to score on this possession. They don't necessarily have to be too quick with it, but you can't take your time because you will have to foul twice to get Watertown. Of course, you want to go for the steal. If you make the bucket, go for the steal, but if you do make the bucket, you go for the steal, you got to foul quickly, and then you got to foul again to get Watertown the free throw line. And we would see our first bonus attempts of this ball game. And it will be Watertown that will come out in a full court press to start this, to come out of this timeout. Ty and Bus will catch the inbound pass. Now here's Luke Olson. Again, the Governors don't have to be so fast, but they have to move somewhat quickly here. Down by 4 as Olson will drive all the way to the bucket. He lost the balance. The foul committed. Zabel will have to foul with 26.8 to go. And the Governors don't get the shot made, maybe the drive that they're hoping to have. Coach Kusler is looking for a foul committed against Watertown, but will be a timeout now taken by Watertown with 26.8 to go to be a quick 30-second timeout. So now the Governors have to foul. They did pick up their 4th foul, so they have one more, or this foul will allow Watertown to go to the free throw line, and you hope it's a double bonus. There is no more single bonus after on your 7th, 8th, 9th foul. Once you pick up your 5th foul of the quarter, it is double bonus the rest of the way. So Watertown could still be up by 5 even after missing that first free throw. And the Governors are going to be hoping for a couple of misses, and then they have to get a bucket on the other end. Pierre has scored just 3 points in this fourth quarter. They're being outscored 8-3 in this fourth quarter, and the offense is kind of, I wouldn't even say that they've gone bad in this game, or it's gone quiet in this fourth quarter, especially as the inbound pass will come out of the timeout. They're going to find somebody to throw it to. Ball is tipped, and it will stay with the Watertown Arrows with 25.7 to go. Jets nearly try to get that steal. Still 3 timeouts for Coach Kusler. As the inbound pass will come in the corner. Now the Governors have to foul. Getz is they're trying to still trap to get a steal. And a timeout now will be taken with 17.7 to go. As they were closing in, that was 9 seconds in the backcourt. They almost had turned the ball over. But 17.7 to go, still 41-37. Now the Governors can't really they have to go for the steal right away. If the steal's not there, you got to go for the foul. There's not enough time to get another trap to try and get the 10-second violation, because that'll put you down to 7 seconds. You're down by 2 possessions, so you have to go for the steal, and if you don't get it, have to get the foul immediately. Now, the shooting that Luke Olson and Dawson Getz have behind the arc, that's Tyson Buss has knocked down a 3 in this fourth quarter. He's got the only 3 points in this fourth quarter for the Governors. But if Getz, who's got a 3, Olson's got a 3, and Buss all have a 3, it'd be huge for one of those guys to knock down a shot. Regardless if you make both of them or not, it would cut the deficit to 1 possession. And the Governors would have to, with 3 timeouts, Watertown's got 2 left, but with 3 timeouts, this is a spot for the Governors that can get a couple of made buckets and get timeouts called, with Coach Kusler only taking 2 of those timeouts throughout this ball game. She's got a chance to stop the clock a couple times after he made buckets. So it's not like the Governors have to go for 3s, but they would want to start to inch a little bit closer. Inbound pass, Getz will foul with 16.4 to go. And that is Dawson Getz' only 2nd foul. Now, the also nice thing is, too, with the free throws upcoming, and with the timeouts that you have, you can sub offense for defense. Luke Olson was on the floor at that point, but if you get the bucket here, you can get the timeout and get Luke Olson out of the game, get guys in just a foul, and then get your offense back out there. First free throw is going to be good for Marcus Rabine to make it a 5-point game, 42-37. 16.4 to go here in the fourth quarter. And that 8-0 run in the third quarter for Watertown is a difference maker in this game right now. Second free throw from Rabine is missed, and the foul will be committed with 15.2 to go. That's the 4th team foul by Watertown, so it doesn't necessarily hurt them too much, as that's the 2nd foul committed by Beauchamp. But the Governors will have an opportunity inbound with 15.2 to go. Kaiser will inbound. Buss nearly traveled. He took 1 step and then started to dribble. Watertown was wanting the travel to be called. Olson's got to put up a 3. He buries it. A timeout taken with 4.5 to go. Olson makes it a 2-point game with 4.5. So now you have to make a quick foul. And if you're Watertown, you got to make both your free throws. If you don't make both your free throws, the Governors will have at least a dribble or 2 and a 3 to put up to try and tie the ball game up or win it, depending on how it is. Wouldn't even try and deny and get the 5-second violation. If you get the 5-second violation, you get the ball to tie or win the ball game with 4.5 to go. But you can't just go for the steal on the inbound pass. If it's there, you got to take it. If it's not there, don't force the steal and allow extra time to come off the clock, because there's only 4.5 to go. This is tough as a defender, and as a coach, you're always, hey, you're denying, you're looking for the steal. But if you go for that steal and don't get it, then it turns into the fact that the Governors have got to foul right away. And if any of those guys get free for Watertown, 4.5 seconds can go to 1.2 really quick. And the Governors then would have to catch 1 dribble and a heave and a prayer to tie the game up and send us to overtime, or win the ball game if Watertown would miss both. And you got to be careful for the long bomb too. Jake Olson will inbound. Everybody is all over, looking like a quarterback here. And the Governors have to make sure that they do not step out of bounds either. They've got all 4 guys standing out of bounds right now. Olson will run the inbound pass. There, the foul will be committed by, if that was Olson, that's his 5th with 2.6 to go. And so Luke Olson will foul out one of your 3-point shooters. He will finish with 15 points this evening. So your Sun and Shine will check in. 2.6 remaining. Rodden will take the free throws. He's got to make both to seal the win with 2.6 to go. If he misses at even one of them, the Governors will have a chance. Rodden will miss the first one, so the Governors have a chance with 2.6 to go. Whether he makes it or misses it, the Governors have to get a rebound if he does miss it. Second free throw from Rodden. That is good, and the Governors can only tie with 2.6 remaining, and Coach Kusler will take one of her final 2 timeouts. So it's 43-40 with 2.6 to go, and the Governors need a heave depending on how the inbound pass goes. You got 1 timeout left. Yeah, you could throw the inbound pass to midcourt, call timeout again, and then set up the next play, but that really limits you. Maybe you got 1.8. Maybe you can do that all in 0.8 seconds. You have about 1.8 to go. I don't know what Coach Kusler's going to draw up here. Maybe he can draw up 2 plays and say, this is what we're going to do to try and go up the floor, and the safety valve will be someone to catch and call timeout again about midcourt. The nice thing is for whoever inbounds the ball, they can run the baseline. The Governors will be able to run the baseline. You are listening to KCCR Pierre, a Riverfront broadcasting station, just past 8 o'clock. We'll have college football coming up after we're done here. Marshall and University of Texas San Antonio on KCCR. Jen Hanna's back at the station. John Wickler here on a Tuesday night. Governor girls picked up the win earlier tonight with a 57-33 victory over Watertown. Kay Kaiser on the baseline with 2.6 to go. He's looking to inbound. Zabel forgets. This is a shot that you want, and it's no good. Dawson Guest put up the shot. That's exactly what you wanted, but the Governors will come up 1 shot short, and Watertown will win it 43-40. What a pass from Kay Kaiser. Zabel got the inbound pass. Getz was open, had the look to tie, just a step or 2 behind the 3-point arc, and it just rattled off. Dawson Getz was probably your guy to go shoot a 3 to try and tie the game up, and the Governors will fall to 3-2 in the season with a 43-40 loss here this evening. We will step aside for 2 minutes, come back and wrap it up here from Watertown in our doubleheader. You're listening to Pierre Governor Basketball on KCCR, watching it on YouTube at KCCR Sports.
Dr. Nick and Chelsea Redeman at Floss Dentistry in Pierre is family owned and operated. They have modern practice with skill and caring staff. They have same-day availability. Floss Dentistry is located at 603 East Sioux Avenue in Pierre with hours Monday through Thursday from 8 to 5. Give them a call at 605-224-2161 and don't put off that scheduled cleaning any longer. Floss Dentistry, 603 East Sioux Avenue in Pierre, or give Dr. Nick and Chelsea Redeman a call at 605-224-2161.
We all want to be happy, but sometimes that doesn't feel possible. But if you have hope, you have everything. Rising Hope Counseling provides high-quality mental health services with locations across South Dakota. Additionally, by providing telehealth, we ensure South Dakota's rural residents have access to high-quality mental health services. Our team lives and works in your communities, and we understand the unique challenges we face. Schedule an appointment by phone or online today. Rising Hope Counseling, offering hope, healing, and change.
We might not be the largest repair shop in town, but we take pride in what we do. We want to make the experience as painless as possible for you, so we will work with your insurance company on your claim from beginning to the end. Locally owned with 50 years combined in the shop, Wheelhouse Auto Body will take the stress off of you. Wheelhouse Auto Body at 720 North Garfield, or contact them at 605-494-0436, 605-494-0436, or wheelhouseautobody@gmail.com.
This winter, sip on a delicious hot cocoa and lose yourself in the grace of a fresh falling snow before you smash that hot mug on the driveway and join First Dakota to bank some noise for winter sports. Stomp for block shots, holler for match ceiling takedowns, and go berserk for a perfect dismount. Let's give the home team all we've got. Bank some noise with us at First Dakota National Bank. Open a new account online today at firstdakota.com, member FDIC.
Back here at Watertown as the Governors fall in a heartbreaker tonight, 43-40 on the American Family Insurance Pregame Shuffle by and scoreboard. And we'll get you out for the bowl game, Frisco Bowl, coming up here in just a moment as we go through the totals here. 43-40 Governors fall tonight in the boys contest as they were outscored 13-10 in the third quarter and 10-6 in the fourth quarter. Governors had 2 threes, one by Luke Olson and one by Tyan Buss. Cooper Twilliger went 0 for 2 from the free throw line as the only other possible points other than missed shots by the Governors. Dawson Getz had a good look at the buzzer to try and tie the game up. It was a throw from Jet Zabel to Dawson Getz to the left side, and Getz was able to put up a 3, and it just came up short. And the Govs fall for the loss and they fall to 3-2 here in the early season. 15 points for Luke Olson. He led the way and had the game high 15 points. 8 for Ty and make that 6 for Ty and Bus. 3 for Ty and Bus. He only had that 1-3 to be made. Jet Zabel finished with 10. 4 points for Cade Kaiser, 3 for Dawson Getz, and Miles Doyle finished with 2. Cooper Twilliger had 3 points all in the first half. For the victorious Watertown Arrows, 11 points for Caden Beauchamp, 10 for Cohen Krantz, 5 apiece for Will Engstrom and Jake Olson, 3 for Marcus Rabine, and 2 for Brody Torgerson. As the Governors turned the ball over 13 times, Watertown turned the ball over 15 times, but it was the Governors that fall 43-40. They led 14-13 at the end of the first quarter, 24-20 at the half, then led by 1, 34-33 at the end of 3 quarters, but Watertown will pick up the win, 43-40. They went 2 for 4 in the free throw line in the fourth quarter, going 4 for 8 in the ball game. The Governors shot 2 of 5 from the free throw line here in this ball game, as Twilliger was 1 for 4 overall, and Luke Olson was just 1 for 1. Governors did not get, there was only 2 fouls committed that got the Governor, they got free throw shot in the bonus, and that came in the fourth quarter, and that was by design. The Governors need to foul to get that opportunity for Watertown to shoot free throws to keep the clock stopped. But Pierre does fall to 3-2 in the season. Governor Girls got the win earlier today with a 57-33 win over Watertown. They had the running clock with a 55-24 lead at the end of 3 quarters and cruised their way to a 4-1 record. But the Governor boys fall to 3-2 here this evening. We've got the Frisco Bowl on the way coming up from here on KCCR, part of our bowl season on KCCR, as we'll have coverage of that coming up here in just a moment. Our next Governor broadcast will be coming up next week, Saturday, and the Govs will be taking on the Bismarck Demons. The girls basketball team will take on the Bismarck Demons, as we'll have the coverage of that about 2:30 and tip off at 3 o'clock here on KCCR and on YouTube at KCCR Sports. Also coming up next week, Friday, we'll have the White Capitals taking on the Sioux Falls West Flyers. We'll have coverage of that at 2:30 and puck drop at 3 o'clock on Capital City Rock and on YouTube at Capital City Rock. That'll be next Friday, and then on Saturday for the Governor girls basketball game, the White Capital boys hockey game on Friday. I want to say thanks to Jen. Hand it back at the station. John Eckler here signing off, as we'll send it out to the Frisco Bowl coming up in just a couple of moments. Governor Girls win 57-33 in the first game of the doubleheader. Governor boys fall 43-40 in game number 2, as we say so long from Watertown.
You've been listening to Pierre Governor Basketball on KCCR and on YouTube at KCCR Sports. Pierre Governor Basketball is sponsored by Rising Hope Counseling, Bank West, Fisher Rounds, Billion Auto, AGE, Envirotech, Capital City Ford, Lincoln, and Toyota, American Family Insurance, Brittany Scheffelbein Agency, River Bottom Sanitation, CHS River Plains, Wheelhouse Auto Body, Edward Jones Financial, Allied Plumbing and Heating, Harding Electric, Gales Gas, First Dakota National Bank, Faith Lutheran, Lamb Motors, Shane's Pharmacy, B&B Equipment, Hawaii Federal Credit Union, Anderson Rumsa Dental, Todd's Electric, Graham Tire, Avera, and the South Dakota Office of the Attorney General Division of Consumer Protection. This has been a special presentation of Riverfront Broadcasting Sports, Central South Dakota.